Roll the window down. If I fuck things up, just tell me now. We're living in a blinded town. Am I running out of time? Feel like a drug when I'm talking to you. Slow drip, trying to play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach. White water running down my feet. Make love and repeat, I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. It's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving head first, don't save me. Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Is there something I can say to make you wanna stay with me? Oh, to make you wanna stay with me. Is there something I can do to show my love for you?
What's going on, YouTube? I'll be right back. Give me just 1 second. Listen, fellas, you want to get your face wash, your skincare routine intact? I use Teej Handy. It's a daily face wash with an AM, PM moisturizers with instructions in the box that's very clear on how to get it together. I know this is not something common that us men do, but it's very important that we take care of our skin. On top of that, the ladies love it. Get yourself a box of Teej Handy. It comes in the mail, ships within a week. If you click the link in my description, you would get 40% off your first order and 20% off a lifetime. On top of that, sign up to the app and you'll get even more deals. Me, I got a special. I got the grooming kit. I was able to get my nail clippers and everything that I needed to get myself together to go outside. Teej Handy is the way when I tell you the perfect men's skincare routine. Get yourself a box of Teej Handy.
Let me read my brother's super cap because I really appreciate it. Shout out to Grown Men Talking. Already became the sponsor of tonight's show with a total of $20. Thank you for helping us keep the lights on. Grown Men Talking. Shout out to GMT. Thank you, bro.
No captivity.
GMT say, my guy, no cap. It was a blessing having you on the show Sunday. Had some great feedback. Blessings. Thank you, bro, man. Hey,
No captivity.
just in case some of y'all don't know, I was on Grown Man Talking show last Sunday, and I had a blast, man. Shout out to Grown Man Talking, and shout out to his entire panel, all the ladies and all the gentlemen. I had a great show. I had a great time on his show. A lot of different opinions, very opinionated panel. Thank you for even giving me that warm embrace, GMT. Thank you. If you haven't subscribed to Grown Man Talking's channel yet, make sure y'all go subscribe to Grown Man Talking. It's an excellent brother, excellent channel.
GMT and Mingo.
Hey!
Hey, he should come on the panel. Like, he should definitely come on
Come
the
on
panel.
up here, sir. Come on up here. By the way, is this a love offering or is this
No,
indentured servitude?
That's my dog. Those are for minutes.
All up.
Those are definitely for minutes.
No, don't influence him. He can
No,
make
that's my partner. I got his vote by proxy. Ask him. You want me to call him?
What up, grown man talking? Appreciate you. Let me see, grown man talking. That's another show I watch. Y'all check out my man, grown man talking right there. If y'all can see that, that's the name of this channel. Very good channel. I watch it every day. That's I got the idea from about having a panel with more than one person on here. I saw him one day doing it. He can have women, interesting topics, what have you. So I appreciate your grown man talk.
What's going on, you? So we are in the building and we are live. Everyone, do me a favor and unmute your mics. Unmute your mics. As we can see, my man, I'm so chill. Leon B1 is on his way, but he supported the show because he is late, which he gets the ultra respect. Greatly appreciate you, brother. For real, man. What's going on, panel? Everyone is here. We got the professor in the back, and here he goes. What up, professor? How you doing, my brother?
Hey, like I always like to say, peace and pan-fried chicken, my brother. But no,
Peace.
everything's good. Everything's good over here in the hood, bro. Thank you for having me on. What's up, panel?
I love it. What's good, Link? Link has been, in the back watching and loving the show, man. And mind you, make sure y'all do me a favor and go follow Intellect Ignited.
Oh my goodness.
Support his channel. Make sure y'all know what he got going on. Thank you so much for being here again, once again. That's my brother, by the way. So go ahead, my guy. Please tell us what you got going on.
Man, nothing much really, man. Just on the grind as usual. I am definitely blessed to be on your show today with this great panel. So I'm ready to see what you're about to get into.
Oh, yeah. We're about to get busy in a minute, y'all. All right, Kit, you there? You with us, Kit? What's going on over there?
Minding my business. Yeah, I'm here. Hello, good morning, good afternoon. Good Sunday, everybody. Ooh, child.
What up?
It's not no. Real talk, my mother, she's one of those moms that, like, I always tell people, like, when, God forbid, when she passes, like, I am legit gonna, like, miss her a lot, because she doesn't just call you once. She calls you like 4 times, because for whatever reason, even though she's coming to pick me up in a little while, she legit, oh, mama, I just forgot. And I was going to tell you, oh, wait, mama, I'm so sorry. I know I'm calling you back. So that's why I was literally telling her, Ma, people are waiting for me. You have to, like, hang up now. So pardon me. Happy Sunday.
Happy Sunday. Make sure y'all follow Kit, because Kit got her tour coming up. She got that bus coming up, the bus tour, September 15th. So make sure you guys are involved. Follow everything Kit. Follow the edibleincredibles.com for more info. Please do. All right.
Absolutely.
Professor, real quick, Professor, you got some bombs coming up on your channel. Much appreciated. I have to put you out there because you've been supporting this show as well as yours. Thank you so much for that, my guy. I really have to give you that. Hold on, I got to give you a round of applause for that one. Thank you.
Hey, and my camera may be a little bit behind, so I may drop off in a minute. But no, I appreciate it. Yeah, I've been dropping a bunch of content in regards to relationships, as well as more recently, the presidential election, Kamala versus Trump. If you haven't had a chance to check it out, definitely check it out. I definitely bring some difference of opinions to the content. In addition to that, I also back it up with facts, figures, solutions, and videos to back up whatever I say, so you can check it out yourself. But yeah, I'm always dropping new videos at 12 o'clock on Mondays. I have 8 videos dropping this week between 12 and at 5. Monday through Friday, so definitely check those out. And I will be doing some reactions to the presidential debate. The DNC rally. and as well as some other things. So I appreciate you guys for having me on. I appreciate you guys for letting me have that opportunity to say something. I just had one. I had a debate on the panel Tuesday that was fun. So yeah, man, check it out. 12 and 5, the Distinguished Professor YouTube channel, as well as the Distinguished Professor Instagram.
Make sure y'all follow everything Distinguished Professor. Dope channel over there. Dope channel. Just Justified also got some bangers on her channel too that she dropped. So make sure y'all go and follow. Mind Your Mind with Just Justified. And what you got? I'm gonna let you explain it. I ain't gonna speak for you. What's up, Jay?
I mean,
I'm gonna let Kit, because
Kit,
Kit, I'm gonna also have you give a little further detail too. But I'm sorry, Mind Your Mind. Talk to us.
No, it's cool. It's cool. So, I mean, I just dropped a couple of things. There's a lot of things that I dropped last week. I told you I was productive. This week I have some things coming up. So just check it out. I'm still pulling my feet on the lives, but I'll get to it. I'm going to try to do some more lives, getting, personal with the people.
Yeah, well, listen, it's hard doing lives, but when you get the rhythm, it's fun. It's fun. And we're gonna definitely support and do everything we're gonna follow everything you have going on too. And we are going to encourage our chat, everyone in the audience, to follow Mind Your Mind with Just Justified. Ash, as I keep saying, we are gonna get Ash her own YouTube channel soon. Actually, I'm gonna be real. I stumbled upon her YouTube channel. She was capping this whole time. She had a channel going on, and she ain't tell me. And I found it, and I said, "Hold up, she got like 500 subscribers already. What's up with that?"
I have a YouTube because you gotta have like a YouTube to like log in and operate on YouTube.
With 500 subscribers.
I'm not active on YouTube, and those are probably like really old subscribers from like 2008 or something. I used to hang on YouTube way back in the day. Anyways, I have nothing much going on, just living and maintaining. So excited to be here. So excited about the topic today. I love the curls. They look amazing.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
All right. Don't listen to Ash. We're gonna get Ash going ASAP. Kit, please give us a update on what your tour bus you got going on. Please.
Absolutely. So if you are in North Carolina, you know that cannabis is like out of your smoke shops. It's the THCA, all of the synthetics, and not necessarily the regular good old THC that we know and love. In Cherokee, North Carolina, on the reservation, they have a new dispensary, and as of September 7th, they will be open for adult use. That means you do not need your medical card in order to go and purchase. If you have a medical card, you'll just get an extra discount. So I actually went up there Friday and met with the dispensary, talked to the guys, talked to the people in charge. So we've got some really dynamic things set and planned. We went to the casino and did some recon there. So it's super exciting. September 17th, it is a Sunday, 15th, excuse me, September 15th. It's a Sunday. We are doing the Bets and Blunts bus tour. We have a lot of activities. We've got some amazing sponsors, and we are looking forward to it. I have posted the link, and GMT, I put the link in the private chat as well. So if you guys are interested and you want to go, please make sure that you check it out. It is going to be super, super fun. And also just check out the edibleincredible.com. We do cannabis education. We manufacture goods for dispensaries as well as regular everyday customers and clients. And yeah, that's it.
That's what's up. Just follow everything Edible Credible. All right, y'all. So, are y'all ready for today? Before we y'all are. Before we get into the main topic, I did want to kind of break the ice with something because I know that main topic is going to get a little crazy. So this one is something from Kendra G. Everybody's well aware who Kendra G is, right? Right. That's what I'm talking about. So before we talk about Ken, we're going to talk about KG. Check this out and then let me know what y'all think.
The debate about being a plus size woman asking for six figures. I think that debate is crazy.
Wait, what? Okay. What debate?
It's going on in the comments. Being plus size and being 40 and asking for someone who makes six figures. Like, why would a man who makes six figures want to date a girl that's plus size? I'm like, that debate is old. Like, pick another reason why a plus size woman should ask or require things out of men that she provides. Like, my weight doesn't dictate my worth. So let's stop it with the weight comments. Like, let's be for real.
Okay, I was actually, it's hard for me to read the comments, so I didn't see those comments. But the comments are saying that because you're plus size, you shouldn't request a six-figure guy. Well, you said you dated six-figure men. Were you plus size then?
No, I gained a lot of weight over the last year since my original ACL injury. But regardless of like me being 50 pounds lighter and to now I'm the same person.
Well, that is you're the same person, but
I look different.
The thing is, unfortunately, child, that's why I asked you, did you have those same men? So you gained 50 pounds since then. So you don't think that would be a hindrance at all?
No.
For the type of guy that you say you want.
I don't think so, because I mean, if you're only dating me or you're only going to marry me based because I look good in a bikini or I was 50 pounds with a body, what happens when, like what happened, an ACL tear, then a meniscus tear happens, you gain weight because you can't work out. What happens then? You're going to leave me? So why is weight?
All right, let's get into this topic real quick. I don't want to stay long on it because I do want to get into the main event. But how do y'all feel about that? Should a woman's weight hinder her on the type of man that she gets? And also, let's also look at the men. Should a man's money hinder him on the type of woman that he gets? I would love to know everyone's opinion on the topic. So I'm going to start with you, my guy, Link.
Hey, I had a question immediately. The question that I had was, is she going to date a 350 to 400 pound man for the money? Would she leave the guy that has money? Well, probably not. And then it's rare that a woman would get somebody making that much money, being that size, right? Or what do you guys think?
You said it's great. Say that part again.
It's rare that a woman would be able to get a six-figure man being over 300 pounds.
It is rare. It is rare. I mean, you don't see too many 350-pound women jumping off of Lamborghinis, right? Before you jump into this, right? Before you move on, we got a super chat from my guy Blockchain. He is in the building. What is up? Wow. Blockchain with the $10 super chat. He says, an obese woman is never going to be the best that her dream man could do. And she's 40. So, my opinion about that. But I want to get the panel also involved. Kit, what's your thoughts on that?
Sure.
Before you jump in, we got another $10. We got another $10 super chat. My guy, Big Bad Bull, in the building. What is good, my guy? Big Bad Bull says ACL injury. That's what most linebackers suffer from, though. I'm just saying. Jesus Christ. Well, listen, in return, what about the man that doesn't? Because if you watch that whole episode, her biggest thing was she felt like she does not want to date a man that makes under $100,000 a year. She felt like she was above that man because financially she makes well over six figures. She is a HR exec. She's actually a vice president for HR of a sports club for athletes. So to her, a man making less than 100,000, that's like she's way above them. But the comment section was saying, well, hold up, how are you above those men when you look like you weigh about 300 pounds? So in return, she had that reaction to the comment section. So now that we have more context to the conversation, how do you feel about that, Kate?
Oh boy. Happy Sunday, everybody. Like just putting that out
Send it.
there. Just throw some good energy and vibes out there. Um, I feel like two things can be correct at the same time, right? So she can feel like she deserves someone regardless of how much she weighs, right? But then we also have to take into account that men are physical creatures, and before they ever love your personality, they like what you look like, and then your personality either becomes the bonus or the deterrent factor as to why they want to or do not want to deal with you. So, whereas she is absolutely correct, her weight shouldn't dictate, who she is as a person, especially because things can happen and people can change. And we've even seen, men say, "Oh, well, I loved her before, but then she gained weight and I didn't feel the same anymore." We've seen that before. But yeah, it's a again, two things can be equally correct at the same time. I know that men, are more physical first than anything else, and I can absolutely understand how she feels about, you know, feeling like she's still worth whatever man is, regardless of her size. So
Right. Okay. Okay. Professor, what's your oh, whoa, my guy is in the building. What
Ooh,
up, man? He looked
why
like
you
he's a little frozen. He's frozen. There he goes. I'm so chill is in the building. What's good,
It's
man?
not my internet today.
All right.
No.
Uh,
Yeah, my internet's all screwed up too.
so yeah. All right.
Yeah.
I know, right? All right. So
You can
look,
hear us? Yeah,
I
yeah,
got some
yeah.
new equipment,
There you
man.
go.
I just went and got this nice ass L. Yes. Oh Lord, what is happening?
What's going on, honey?
That's that struggle mobile right there.
Struggle mode.
Oh.
Yo, what's going on, my guy? Internet today. Before you go on, if you can hear me, chill. I'm gonna let Ash take this
All right.
one, and then after
Yeah, I
Ash,
don't
I'm gonna
know
go to
what's up.
Professor.
I'll be right back.
Yeah, you got a little delay. Come right back. All right, Ash,
Mhm.
what's your thoughts on the topic?
Because of her job and what she does for a living, it may be more possible for her to be around the men that she seeks. But I don't think money makes a woman valuable like it does a man. So the fact that she thinks because she makes a certain amount of money that she should be equally yoked with a man who makes that certain amount of money, it's like null and void because it doesn't matter. A woman's money doesn't matter, right? And then secondly, when we think about weight, like there's men in the world who love big girls, chubby chasers. That's a thing, right? But then like you got to think about, like, I'm not body shaming, but I think about the health things. Like, why would I want to commit to someone who's probably going to die 2 or 3 decades early from heart failure or something because of their weight? Like, you may be great, but like I'm trying to like ride this out for the long haul, and you may not be able to make it because of the condition that you're in. You know what I mean? And I get accidents and
Right,
injuries happen, and sometimes it takes a little while to get back into the gym. But like eating healthy is always a choice, right? Like I get it, you
right,
can't work out, but you can always eat healthy. Um, so to say, I think it was Kit. Kit said that men are like visual people, and they are. So unless a man's just attracted to a larger sized woman, the chances of getting a six-figure, good-looking guy that other people want, if you're not in the best shape physically or like appealing to the eye, it's like slim to none, in my
mm,
opinion.
mm. Ash, I wasn't expecting you to say all of that. That was a mouthful. Kid, you had something to say to that because I saw your face squinch up when she said something about being lost early in the sauce.
No, my face did something when she called my name. You're not gonna do this to me.
Oh, my bad. I was just trying to say,
What you ain't
my
gonna
bad,
do?
no. All right, my bad, my
What
bad.
starting
Just
trouble.
justified. What's your thoughts on the topic, Jay?
So I'm kind of in the same line with Ash today because I'm like, let's be realistic. A lot of men are attracted to the physical, whereas in the currency for men tend to be money and things like that. So if you're talking about you're 40, you're coming to the dating market 40, and even though that's your currency monetarily, you're talking about overweight, all that other stuff, knowing what they're typically attracted to. Not saying that, it's not, there are not some, like she said, that are chubby chasers, but you got to kind of keep in mind how it really is in the dating market and what your likelihood of getting that mate that you want to acquire, how they're going to find you. Plus, I mean, and I agree with the whole health thing and being overweight, period. You know, you just got to consider that.
Yo, that's what's up. Yo, hold on. We got a $10 super chat. I got Blockchain once again. He says, with the $10, he says, for Ash and Jess cooking today. He says Jess is not having Android internet. Your internet is working today, yo. It is working. It's showing you in the best light. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, big ups to Candace. Candace is in the chat. We're gonna have Candace on next week's show. So big ups to you. I'm looking forward to working with you, Candace. So, Professor, talk to us, man.
Talk to me, man. No,
Talk to me, man.
No, it's the truth, man. The more weight you put on, the less you, the lower the amount of people that you can attract is going to happen. And Lotus is correct. No matter if you're a woman or a man, if you're overweight, the caliber or quantity of women you're going to be able to attract is going to dwindle. In some cases significantly, in some cases slightly. It really depends on who you are, what you are, your age, and it doesn't really matter about the money. I make six figures. I've made that for the past 3 years, but still, my caliber of woman that I attract is still a little bit different than a caliber woman I would attract if I was in shape. And I know that because at one point I was in shape. You guys, well, GMT, you've seen some of the pictures. When I was in shape, I attracted a different caliber woman. I also attracted a different caliber woman when I didn't make much money. And that caliber woman I attracted then is a lot different than I attract now. So I definitely agree that the amount of weight you put on does affect the kind of woman you attract, which is why I'm going to have you guys hold me accountable. I am starting my weight loss journey as of tomorrow. As of Monday.
Ooh,
So
hold on.
So
Big shout outs, man. Listen, before you move forward with that, I want to let you know that I'm here to support you. We live in the same city, so feel free that you and I can get together because I could afford to drop some pounds myself. Link has been my trainer, and I fell off with Link for a little bit. Link is like, oh, this nigga.
Hey, I'll jump in there with you too, Professor. Don't start that. Won't be nothing.
Let's do it. No,
man, he had me working out so hard I could barely walk. My knee is done. But
can I say? Can I say something real quick? More so on the comment for that Blockchain just said, where men being fat isn't nearly as the same, and it's not the same overall. But if you're someone who's looking for a certain type, you have to think about that. Yes, you can have as much money as you want, but it's how, health comes before wealth, as in to say, the longer you can stay around for that money and all that other stuff, the better. So, I mean, as much as, yes, when it comes to attractability and desirability for a woman, yes, it's still something that should be, sought after overall.
And this is true. I'm sorry, Professor. I'm gonna tag to that. I do believe so for men, it's definitely a certain size that matters, right? Of course, a man at like 400, 500 pounds, women are gonna deal with him, but they're primarily dealing with him for money. But when you could be a bit overweight as a man, and it's really not gonna affect your overall outcomes with women financially. That's what I believe he's saying. But I do believe there's limits for a man when it comes to weight as well. But Professor, I'm sorry about that.
Oh no, you're correct. I've attracted smaller women, bigger women, young women, older women, but again, the caliber of women and the quantity of women I attracted when I was in my smaller days, about 7-8 years ago, was vastly different than the women I attract now. Like I said before, me and a big girl, we can't do much together. But in addition to what that woman was saying about her gaining some weight, she also has a kid. She also focused on her career first. So there's a lot of other things that she has that can be looked at as hindrances. Yes, her daughter was 22 years old, but there's a couple of things that go with that. So yes, because I make an X amount of dollars, it allows me just a small tweak, but it doesn't give me the amount of quality and quantity of the women that I would have normally attracted. And there's no down punching on any of my ex-girlfriends. They're beautiful women, lovely women. A lot of men would probably want them, but I also understand that if I wanted to date 23, 24, 25, 26-year-olds, I definitely have to be in better shape. So that's where I'm at. I understand where she's at, but I think I have a better outcome on life when it comes to dating than she does because she's a little older. And if I wanted to create kids with her, I couldn't. I only have a 3 or 4 year window. So, but yeah, that's where I am. That's where I am on that. So I agree with what all the women are saying.
All right, and I gotta get to this one from Blockchain. This is an amazing super chat. Blockchain Beeman says he will donate $10 for every pound you lose, and I'll super chat on every live you are on throughout your journey. That's crazy. He says, and work out with you remotely. Support the homie.
Let's go, Blockchain.
That right there.
I got a lot
to lose. Let's go.
No, listen, that's what I want to hear, and that's the support that you need, right? And I'm here with you. Blockchain Link is here with you, and I'm sure all the ladies on the panel we're all gonna support your weight.
Yes.
Yeah,
by this time next year, y'all not gonna recognize him, and we gonna cut his dreads off. We gonna make him.
Wow.
No, I may because I'm not attached. I'm not attached to the locks. I'm definitely not attached. I went to school where we couldn't grow our hair. I'm not attached to the locks, but I will say by the end of Trump's first year presidency, I will be able to see my feet again.
There we go. There we go. I'm loving it. I'm loving it, man. Yo, that's a blessing, man. Listen, I always respect the support for the show. So, man, we got you. We got you on this one, Professor. We got you for real. Plus, Blockchain's pockets. We gonna get in them. We gonna get in them with your weight loss journey. How about that? So, with that being said, this was that was a great little icing on the cake. But let's get to the meat and potatoes. Y'all ready for the Cam Newton story? All right, let's do it.
See my situation and not think that I'm not high functioning.
What situation?
Okay, so I'm not married. I have beautiful children.
How many?
8.
By how many women?
3. And this is the kicker. I want more.
By multiple women? What's the intent?
I just want God
by
to
your
bring
wife?
them. I just want God to bring them.
Oh, okay.
My desire to get married is lower than my fear of divorce. So, as you had said, Dr. Brian, you said it, I didn't say it, I will agree. I'm just taking my time.
You're not taking your time.
I am, though.
You're being very action-based. You're not taking your time.
I'm taking my time.
You're being very action-based. You have 8 kids with 3 different women.
Yes.
You are creating, procreating, and multiplying. That is not taking your time. You're being very selectively active. Okay? So you're creating, and disclaimer, the kids are innocent, they are beautiful and amazing. Anything I say has nothing to do with them babies. But you are proactively choosing where you want to be active at and where you want to take your time. You want to take your time in having a wife because of your own fears. But you will, and I say this with all respect and love, what I'm about to say next, okay, Cam? But you will selfishly create broken families, even if you're in their life and you're a proactive father, and I believe you're an amazing daddy. I can only imagine with just your presence and knowing you. But these families are still broken. every child cannot have papa in the house with them. So some child, if not all will end up with some kind of deficit without daddy being there. Now, you chose to do that. I'm not saying you sat there and woke up one morning and said, I want to be selfish today, so I'm going to go make a baby. Not saying that at all. But those are selfish acts at the expense of your fear. And yeah, that is a low functioning behavior to say that I'm going to build these houses and put kids and these beautiful women and kids in them, but I ain't going to create a home in them. I'm going to wait till I dissipate my fear to find a wife where I'm still going to be fearful with, because there's no such thing as not having some type of nerve or some type of feeling behind marrying somebody. And then I'm going to build a home with her while all these other beautiful babies have houses. That's completely unfair and that's selfish. And so, yes, you're taking your time in this department, but you're not taking your time in this department, which means you're compartmentalizing. And compartmentalizing never works. Compartmentalizing hurts everybody involved. Everybody who's in this box and that box and this box and that box and this box. And then here you go over here trying to figure out what box you're going to feed or entertain or do. Then you're looking outside to figure out who's your next victim to put in the box. It's unhealthy.
All right, let's get into it. Let's get into this one. My personal opinion on it, right? I agree with everything she said. I agree with everything she said. You know, a lot of now this I'm not going to play the blame game. I know that we could get into a lot of, okay, men are at fault, women are at fault. We could do that all day. And it doesn't mean that we can't get into that topic today as well. But what I do want to come up with is some type of, how can we teach the young not to make these type of mistakes? Because the average man making these mistakes is not as rich as Cam. The average man making these mistakes are and men and women, they're making the mistakes with these Pookies. They're making the mistakes with the Tyrones out there. So let's get into this topic, right? Keep it pushing. Uh-oh, Ash. It looked like I struck a nerve down there. Ash said, whoa. I'm going to let you start this one, Ash. You on mute, sis.
My bad. You know, as the baby mother of a Tyrone. That's
His
why
name is Tyrone, for real?
I kid you not.
What?
I thought this was supposed to call him, ain't you?
Supposed to call Tyrone. Like, where he at?
I think there's so many factors that play into like fixing this issue. One is complete honesty. Men have to be real about their intentions with someone. Like, if you're just there to smash, I'm just here to smash. Let people know, like, hey, I don't want to have no baby with you. And I think people would be more receptive to it. Yeah, it's hurtful to hear, and maybe women would keep their lips closed when the man's like, you're worthy enough to lay down with, but not to carry my child, right? Maybe they'll back away from these men, right? Secondly, safe sex. And then talking about the fact that a baby is not going to keep anything together. That man is not going to stay because you have his child. It might make him leave quicker. But I don't think anyone ever says that. Like, hey, that baby going to make him run away. Like, no one ever says that. And then people are completely shocked when they're left without, like, raising kids alone. And I don't think people think about the fact that they're going to be in this alone when they have kids. Like, it never crosses their mind that that's even a possibility.
So you said that you don't think that people think they're going to be into a relationship with someone for a long time if they have a kid with them?
No, I don't think they think about that. I think they're like, oh, things are cool now, or he's a little excited about the kid. But it's like people lay down with people who already have dealings with other people. Like, they can't be faithful to you now, but then you have a kid to have one up on the other person he's dealing with. You know what I'm saying? So, like, there's like so much that goes on when people have unwanted children. I know Cam is saying that his are wanted, but then I got a question: how often is he with the kids? Right?
So apparently his kids live with him.
Okay, so that's different. That's different then.
But me, I don't think it's different. I think
to an extent, when it comes to having like multiple kids with people, you know, there's a lot of people that will procreate with someone and they have no intentions on being there for the kid at all, but they'll continue to have more kids with other people with no intentions of being there they might spend time with their kids, but being there like on a full-time basis, that's really rare. And just because he has his kids living with him, I don't think that's fair, because if they're living with him, he's still taking away that mother figure for them. So it's still like a curse either way it goes, because they're not
Right.
being raised
Right.
in a home with two parents.
Okay. That's a good way to break the ice. Let's go to Jess. Jess, what's your thoughts on the topic?
You had to come to me.
Oh, my bad. You eating my fault, yo. Oh, my bad, yo.
No, I definitely agree with everything that the psychologist said. I'm definitely on that road. I definitely would like to see there come to an agreement overall in across the scale, because um you know, as much as we want to say, yeah, men are creating broken homes, blah blah blah, whatever the situation is, you're opening yourself to these men, and we're doing that often. Like, you're seeing people people seeing like your second baby mama, third baby mama. The second baby mama shouldn't even be happening, to be honest. And first of all, like, we're not looking for that commitment anymore, and that's the problem. When we're getting
Yes.
pregnant, we're having children all willy-nilly and not caring. And that's what we should see as an issue, because even if with Cam Newton's situation, even if the children are in the father's home, it's still a broken home, whether they want to look at it or not, because there is still back and forth to the mother's house or whatever the situation is. So we have to look at it across the scale, that we need more discipline altogether as a society.
Right. Before we move on, I got a $10 super chat. My guy is emptying the bank account today. Blockchain beaming with a $10 super chat. He says, if he has his kids, it's better than if the mother had them. Statistically speaking, ask Medium Man. Medium Man, where are you at? Where are you at? I'm sure he'll be on the show in a few.
We're not arguing that. We're just saying that still statistically, overall, it's still better to have a two-parent household. So that's what I'm pushing for. I'm not pushing for either or having one, because you're still a broken home and you never know how the outcome can be.
Right. Okay. Popcorn look good over there. Let's go to you, Professor. What's good? What's your thoughts on the topic?
No, I think that we need to. I think that Cam Newton, man, he's my favorite quarterback in Carolina. A lot of things he's done well. He came from a difficult situation, from Florida to Blaine Junior College to Auburn to the NFL. Thank you for all the love and support you gave to the Carolinas. Yes. But him, Nick Cannon, I understand that you guys have the means to create as many children as you want and to support as many children as you want. Get that. I still think it is something that should not be done. I don't care where the kids live, whether with you or with the mom or whatever the situation may be. If those kids are not growing up in a two-parent household, in a nuclear household, you are automatically putting them in a disadvantage. So with 73% of our kids being born out of wedlock, why would you purposefully go out and have kids with women that you know that you don't want to be with long term? So I do take issue with that, especially in our community. Again, I don't care about the means. I care about the fact that these kids have been raised at a disadvantage. So I don't agree with what he has to say. I do agree with what the therapist was saying, that he is active in finding women to have to have kids with. But so that's where I am on it. That's how I feel.
Okay.
So I have to come back because something came off in my headphone. Give me 1 second. I'm trying to.
All right. Yeah, I can tell something happened. Before we move on, before we move on, we got a another $10 super chat from my guy Blockchain. One more time, he says it's barely better. He said it's barely better than just a household with the father. Thank you so much, my guy. Much appreciated. BMU is in the building. What a good, my guy.
What's going on, family? What's going on, everybody?
What up, BMU?
You know, it's so good to be here. I'm honeymoon happy and peacock proud to be on the panel with such astute black excellence. It's so good to see you guys. I see popcorn being ate. I see fists going up. Kid, I'm coming to myself for what you're doing on this panel today. Link, what's going on? Professor Twin, what's going on?
What up, dope?
You know, so I did want to make a correction, right? I hope Media Man.
No, Matt is a fool. Matt is a fool. I'm sorry. What up, Matt?
But the statistics on the father, it is incorrect. It is better for kids to be in the house with two parents, which is correct. But moreover, the father is going to win that because statistically, I'm just looking at it here. Like I said, I can't wait till Media Man show up. Because statistically, the father by himself is number one. Basically, what the stats are saying is the father had the authority in the family, has more authority, so he could do it by himself or he could do it in a marriage. But either way it goes, father's going to always be better than being with the mom. The father can
provide structure.
Yeah, exactly. Can you turn your camera off?
You just
So just popcorn, but I can't eat my drugs in peace. Why is that always the problem? I just want to eat my edible and mind my business while I'm waiting.
I love you, kid. I'm sorry.
You're always starting some trouble being me. See there?
I love you.
I don't even want the damn thing.
Wow.
Yeah. Y'all crazy. Man, well, Kit, Matt is asking for you to speak on this topic, so we're gonna go to you. What's your thoughts? That's Matt's asking for you.
Okay, so babies can't be made if the sperm isn't licked. So maybe if you all kept your kids to yourself, we'd have less of these issues because we can't get pregnant alone, right? And it's very easy. And here's the thing, vasectomies are also a lot easier than us getting our tubes tied, right? And I know BMU is ready to pull a dread out the back of his head where they're good and long, and it's probably the first one too. But you know, that is a reality. If you all were putting your sperm in more viable humans, imagine the level of human that would be bred. But y'all will dump that thing off in any moist, warm hole that so lets you. So whether it's hitting tonsils or booty crack, y'all don't care. Y'all are just gonna let it go and flow. And then all of a sudden, we have this race of subpar humans being born, and then we want to go and blame the moms. But last time I checked, I didn't get myself pregnant by myself and just did that. Like, you know, so we should really just start, I don't know, doing like Drake and throwing hot sauce in the condom or something. I mean, or even just wearing one, because, you know, that's a thing too. So that's where I'm going to land my.
You know, you get in a lot of trouble for that hot sauce and the condom stuff. You know that, right?
GMT.
Look, I
can't wait, BMU.
Don't put hot sauce in the condom. I don't know, but how about we just wear one, right?
That's fair.
And we take it, and then we do that whole naughty tighty thing, and not just dropping your seeds off everywhere, and then wanting to say, "Oh, well, it's your fault because a baby can't come here unless you have it." Then get rid of your kids out of your semen, so then everybody's just having a good time. But again, let me mind the business that pays me. was trying to eat my lollipop in peace, but you know, I do what you do.
GMT.
Women should make sure dudes wear condoms.
Can I rebut, please?
And no, women should have their own condoms as well. Don't rely on a man to like bring the condom to the party.
Yeah, we don't
So it's a
trust that.
two-way street.
I'm not talking about who has it. It should be used.
No,
period.
not you,
Some
kid.
kind of talk.
Someone else said it. One of
No,
the
I
guys
said it.
Yeah, one of the
I
guys
said
said it. But like, because even to most of these men, no offense, men are disgusting. They will smash anything raw. A lot of men will. It's like one of the nastiest things in the world. They don't care about their health, so they'll go up at anything raw.
I have a question.
Like,
May I
go
have
ahead.
Ash? Can I ask you a question?
Yes, please.
So women every year go get their yearly, right? Y'all go and sit down, let the doctor look at that thing, make sure it's good.
Yes.
Right. Now I'm asking you a question. If your doctor walked in to do your checkup with no gloves and he was eating Raisin Cane's, chicken fingers, and he had some of the sauce on his hand, he said, all right, open up. What would you say?
No, that's a lawsuit ain't happened.
Why? Why would it be a lawsuit?
But you still open it up for him, sound like.
Why would it be a lawsuit? Why would it be a lawsuit?
Why would I open up if he's ungloved and he was just eating in the room?
Why you walk right into it. Why is 80% of women out here single mothers? Why can't they see that? Why can't they see that man nasty walking in that room and make him put a condom on before he touched the cat? So you'll make your doctor do it, but you won't make Pookie and Ray Ray do it. Something's wrong.
I just said women should have condoms for themselves, okay?
Ash, it's 33 contraceptives for women. 33.
I can't speak for everyone, but what did GMC say? How do we eradicate the problem? Women come prepared, have your own condoms.
No. Make a dude put a condom on.
Maybe, yeah, for sure.
It's a requirement.
Yeah, or don't have sex at night. Like, I'm 100% with that. Don't. Yeah.
But there are women out there that say, "Oh, you think I'm dirty, so you're not gonna have sex with me. So you gonna put a condom on? You think I'm dirty?"
Yeah, most clubs say you can't wear tennis shoes in here, and the reason you can't wear tennis shoes in here because people that come in here look of value. Most gas stations say no shirt, no shoes, no service. Yeah. When are women gonna put up a sign? No gloves, no love.
When did
no
it
class,
go away?
no ass. When y'all gonna start putting up signs?
Bring it back, please. Please bring it back. I'm
But
happy.
Richard, you can watch this being a white man. It's fine. It's not just a white issue. It's a society issue.
There we go.
In the US.
I'm glad for that, man. I hope Rich one of them dudes that I reach out to, man. I was out there bar hopping, living life on the edge, man. And we got to talking about stuff like this, man. I say, hey, man, I'm part of a channel where we talk about relationships. And I was thinking about it. We got to stop. You know what I'm saying blackity black. I mean, I love my black folks and then the people I'm around for, but this is everybody's issue, man. You know what I'm saying? This is everybody. So yes, Richard, you are more than welcome. Tell your white friends to come on down and get some of this game. Okay,
I love this. Bring the snow bunnies this way.
Yeah, bring them this way. But statistically speaking, we lead in all those horrible categories. All of them.
Yep.
That's true. And I will add that and it's probably way back in the day, right? And mostly from movies though, like when someone of another culture or race knocks someone up, the first thing their parents is like, well, now you gotta marry her. Go ahead in your business. You lay down like a man, go marry her. But like in our culture, it's just like it is what it is. Like that's not a thing. That's not like marriage isn't pushed. Keeping the family together isn't pushed over here.
Yeah, but back in the day, women used to be shamed for getting pregnant out of wedlock too. So
they still need bring back shame.
That used to be a thing.
No, shame don't work no more. You know why shame don't work no more? Because the mama and the daughter are trying to have sex with the same guy. Mama trying to keep up with the daughter. The mama ain't got no room to shame the daughter because the mama want to have sex with a boyfriend too. Yeah, you know what? I've seen it before. I've seen a mom who was as fine as the daughter, and you like, damn, which one you? Right? And the mama, she thinks she's still in the game. She'll try to hit on you a little bit. So, I mean, this is the world we're living in today. Shame is gone because ain't no more big mama. Ain't no more big mama with that red dress on that she wear only on Sundays. That's over. That shit's over with.
Yo, hold on. We got a $10 super chat. Yo, hold on, man. Y'all got me rolling in these comments today. I want to get Lick's perspective in a minute. But we got a $10 super chat from It says your internet has him looking like a little. Also, we got a super chat from Chill. He says, I gotta apologize for the technical difficulties, folks, but I'm back and ready to go ham on this topic. Oh man, what is good? What is good?
Yeah,
hey man, Blockchain said he hit a mother and a daughter combo before. Now that don't get no worse than that.
I mean, people doing it every day.
Oh, yeah, got a grandmother, mother, and a daughter.
Ooh, professor.
I call that the trifecta. The
So where we at
triangle.
on this? Where we at on this topic, y'all? You know, I've been in and out. I just want to know where we at because I'm just looking to stamp my feet on this.
Hell, so we're at hell, and I think we're somehow gonna get deeper into hell. I think we're probably at the crusty layer.
We're gonna come up with a solution out of hell. Before we end this show, we're gonna come up out of hell. Sarah,
Sarah
says,
said that though.
This, but it doesn't matter what people say. Like, I don't like condoms. Like, why are we allowing these men to enter you with no
Try enough,
condom?
you'll find one that you like.
What?
I said, try
What
enough,
you mean?
Try enough, you'll find one that you like. Like
Oh, a different brand. Yeah, I got you.
Yeah. Like
It's cheaper than spending
$200,000.
$200,000.
What?
I mean, I think about this. Like,
No, I spent $200,000.
every woman, well, clean women, because some women, if they feet dirty, they meat dirty. I'm just saying, but if some women keep their houses clean, keep their bodies, clean, wash it. Well, I just don't understand the infatuation of just letting dirty shit into your vagina. Like, I don't understand it. Like, I just don't get it. Why we got this huge number of baby mamas, almost damn near 80%. I mean, when is it gonna get to the point and be like, hey, listen, this is my body, this is my vault, this is my wealth, this is my, whatever shit, and say you ain't getting none of this ass if you ain't got no condom. Put that, if it ain't on, you ain't getting nothing. Instead of being like, oh shit, Eddie,
Can we
go
talk about
ahead.
Blockchain's last comment? Because
Who is that? Blockchain's last comment?
I've heard it so many times, but why is that even being said?
What?
So he says my pops told me if I need to use a condom, I shouldn't be having sex with her.
Oh,
okay.
That's good.
I like that though. I like that.
Let me let Chill, and then I want Link to get it.
All right.
Then, go ahead, Chill.
So here we go, man. BMU just opened this door up for me. I appreciate you, brother. I was looking for,
No problem, man. Much love.
for an entrance on this one, man. Ladies and gentlemen, especially the fellas, I want y'all to pay attention. The reason why we have this, that's the baby making epidemic going on right now is because, you know what I'm saying? The ladies won't, they won't. You know what I'm saying? They don't look, their brain shut off when they're in the presence of a man that they think check all the boxes. And our brain shut the hell off when a woman shake a little piece of tail feather in our faces. That's our problem. Right? Everybody know this. And when it comes to deciding whether you want to have a baby or not, all right, me and GMT talked about this earlier. When a woman is in the presence of a person that she think has potential, or he already, done proved his potential, oh yeah, she want to lock that down. And the quickest way to lock that down is a baby or a ring. All right. And then if a lady is in the presence of a dusty, oh, he thinking the same scully dirt bag ways just like you are. He thinking how I could lock you down is by putting a baby in you. Because if you stay, I got you. But if you leave, you done. Because you got my baby. Ain't nobody else gonna want you. See, y'all be playing like this narcissistic game with each other. All right. That's how it is. I'm gonna land my plane right there. I ain't gonna keep going.
Okay.
Hell of a job trying, Chill. Hell of a job.
Yes, sir.
Great job.
What's your thoughts, Link?
Well, back to what BMU said, he said there wasn't any shame anymore. And yeah, because now shame is the new abuse. You shame someone, you're abusing them. Everything's so delicate. People are so soft now. You're extra. Everybody's soft. As far as him having 8 kids and making that his choice, I don't know if he thought that through all the way. I just think he played football. He sees himself as a high value man, but I don't think he really sees what the kids talk about behind closed door with other kids. They may say, hey, when Christmas comes, I can't spend it with both parents. You want to know how I know that? Because I listen to kids. And I was like, wow, I never thought about that in my adult brain that, having kids with multiple partners, and it doesn't even matter if you have them all, because it's going to be something they're missing, not what you're missing, what you do. Mm-hmm. So that causes a lot of issues and stuff, especially when you're trying to blend your kids with the other kids you got. like they may not like the other mama. You know, you can't do things together. It causes a whole lot of issues in the relationship that could be solved if you just. And another thing is he can't commit. You know, he said it himself. He can't commit, so you're also teaching these kids how not to commit. It's a whole lot of issues that I've seen with this. I guess I could land it right there. You know.
Okay. Jess, what's your thoughts on what Link is talking about?
So I'm in the realm of bringing, like, you know, shame for yourself and understanding that just what you do, it shows who you are for the most part, and you have to consider that, as well as just discipline. You know, I'm always talking about discipline. I'm always talking about, you know, that kind of stuff. If we're so far from where we need to be, we have to understand a lot of the things that are at the core of it, like low self-esteem, low self-worth. There's a lot of things going on here that needs to be rectified when we're even touching on these subjects.
I agree.
Like what? Can you elaborate?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
No, I was asking
Jesse,
you to elaborate on what you were saying. Yeah.
He's asking you to elaborate.
What you mean elaborate?
Like on what you mean, like where you say we're at a particular point, but can you elaborate a little bit more and tell us why are we there, or how it could get better, or just why we're there? Why do you think we're in the position we're in right now?
All right, definitely. I think that especially with a lot of movements that have been happening, especially with women, I think we're trying to prove that we can be who we want to be, in a sense, as free as possible. And then that's kind of, you know, reflecting bad on now how we cherish ourselves and our bodies, and not just like, you know, handing it out to just any and everybody. That's on the woman's side. On the men's side, actually taking pride in your legacy, bringing that back, where it's like, okay, listen, I'm having a child with this person, this is going to be my legacy. I want them to have the best. That means if I can do a two parent household, if I can be there actively and work as a powerhouse together with that person that I'm with, you know, and taking that as a forefront rather than gratifying yourself for a few minutes or whatever it is for other people of, you know, satisfaction.
No, and Jess, and that's why I agree with what Blockchain's pops told him, as far as if you got to wear a condom, you shouldn't be sleeping with her. What I take out of that is, if you're not ready to have a kid with her, if she's not the woman you should be having a kid with, then you shouldn't be sleeping with her. So that's what I took out of that phrase. So that sort of goes with what you're saying. If you're not ready, if you're not ready to be a pappy, then don't sleep with that young heifer over there.
And I'm not trying to be. I know we're comedic, but I'm not trying to add a comedic point to this. I just want to. I think the reason some of these men are running away from those kids, seriously, is because those men were having sex with shadow chicks.
What's
and
that?
I think, I'm sorry. I'm glad you asked. A shadow chick is a woman who is very unattractive, and she's the one that men only go see at night when nobody's watching.
That's a chick protection program.
And they go and have sex with her, and then they out. So what happens is, when these women get pregnant, they say, "I'm pregnant, I'm with child." They're like, "Oh, I can't believe I got this ugly motherfucker pregnant." Like, you know, like they don't. It's the shame of the man. Like, he knows his homeboys be like, "Dude, you got that? Oh boy, right?" And
being you,
go ahead.
Boy, I wish I could pluck you in your eyeball. I'm sitting here thinking. I'm like, oh, shadow chick. Like, what is this? Like,
some deep stuff, right?
Right. I'm sitting over here. I'm like, wait, this look. I'm sitting over here thinking, like, well, this is new and informative.
I'm gonna tell you where I got it from.
An actual shadow, like, she is
because think about it.
Someone has an echo. Someone has an echo going on, but I think it was coming from Ash's. I think it was coming from Ash's mic.
But what do you see at night? You know, you see the chat. Let me tell you where I got it from. Everybody know Tamala Man, the gospel singer. She said before she met her husband, she was a shadow chick. I said, damn, what is that? So she explained it. She said, nice looking men will come over to our house at night, have sex with her, and then she would leave. She would see them in public. They act like they didn't know her. They never wanted to go on dates. She could never meet nobody's family, nothing. They just come at night, bang, 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 they done. And she said she was a shadow chick for years before she met her husband.
So she found a sucker. Okay.
Oh, yeah, she did.
Chicken wings and fries. We don't go on dates.
And
All
just
right.
as I said before too, that's also a self-esteem issue. Why was she thinking that was the best that she should be doing? That's why I said there needs to be a lot of self-esteem work going on when it comes to like mental states and all of that.
I agree, Jess, but come on now. I work with some hideous ass women. And I know I ain't the best looking dude at the Blockbuster party, but I goddamn. Some of these women, they gaslight each other so bad, Jess. Let me tell you, I'm serious. They walk in the morning, here they go. They motivate the shit out of each other. Them ugly women, they motivate each other every day. One of them walk in, she looked like the mama on Planet of the Apes. And when she walk in the morning with that fucking wig on, with red lipstick on, her face dark as this computer top. Good morning, beautiful. I know. I said, no. Why? Why are y'all telling her she's not? What are we? It's a lot of gaslighting. People need to know. And I think people should start telling people, hey, listen, you're a little facially challenged.
Why have the need to even say anything? If you don't have something nice to say, don't say it at all.
But Jess, these women think they deserve men who are 6 foot tall, making 6 figures a year because they've been gaslit their whole life. Stop telling these kids and these women that they're cute and they're fine and that they 10s and they got halter tops on and they bellies make it's too much going on. I don't understand why people gaslight. I wish one of you niggas would on this panel come and tell me, hey man, boy, hey, I see you with that medium. Hey, you need a medium shirt, boy. I'll tell you, man, get your ass on out.
Hey, BMU, I'm out here walking around like Ezekiel Elliott, man. I got the halter top on.
I'll be like, you need to put a damn,
where we at?
You got no medium shirt on. You need to take that motherfucker off.
Where we at, y'all? Where we at?
Go ahead, chill. Go ahead, chill. You got it.
I want the ladies. I do. I want ladies and men to come out of the solution with something that you could take from the topic, the conversation that we having today, and you can apply to your life immediately. See, the problem is.
1 second, chill. Yo, what is up with your internet today?
Is it me?
Yeah, yo, you super robotic.
Bad.
Like you bought the same plan Jess had.
Oh,
and then now,
they might be in the same place.
Ooh.
He got that straight talk internet.
Hey, straight talk, all right, man. They do what right. Damn, I did not know that, man. I've been having issues all night, all day, man.
Mobile.
I got this laptop right here.
You and Jess can't be in the same room. You got to go on the other side of the house.
They can't be in the same zip code. They can't be in the same area code.
No, them two can't be in the same zip code.
You don't even put them on the same side of the panel. You ever notice how they are never together, even on the panel? We don't even want to
IP address.
Oh, I do that on purpose. Hold on, before you go on, chill. You sounded like a transformer for a minute.
I know. Stop me.
Before we move on,
like
we got a $10 super chat. My God, block. Let me find out. Chill. That's all in the same house right now.
Oh,
twist.
Wow.
I'm not going to do that to my Jess because Jess looks amazing in her wonderful internet. And if they're in the same house, I need to understand why the plan ain't working because the work.
They're having to share.
You know what? When she's seeing all the good internet, you know what?
Her internet is good, y'all. Her internet is popping today.
Right,
chill out here like.
He's just saying that because of Spectrum. That's why he's saying that.
Wow.
Make sure y'all
still got that
Not
Mint.
too much on Spectrum, okay?
Still got Mint Mobile.
I don't know what's going on.
Zero. Hey, Link, I got next. Link, a question real quick.
You got to BMU.
Link, have anybody ever told you like Ron Cephas Jones, bro?
I have no idea who that is.
Google him right now. Ron Cephas Jones right now.
Man,
Yep.
who did I just get the DeBarge brothers earlier?
Ron Jeremy.
He got so much money to do the
I
law.
don't even know who he is, but the fact that his middle name is Cephas is disrespect.
Ron
Stevens Jr.
Jones. You look just like him. Google him, y'all.
I see this.
Ooh, hey, chill. I said, chill. Bro, he looks
This
just like him, bro.
podcast is brought to you by America Online. So,
you got
so,
mail.
do you know? All right, let me get the mic real quick. So, for me, right, the way I look at it is like this, right? Cam Newton, Nick Cannon, all of those type of men are not the average. So, in reality, we cannot point to those men to say like women are only sleeping with these kind of guys that got money. Because we all know, like I said before, and I'm so sorry, Ash, but Tyrone is the staple. He's the man that women are sleeping with and having children with. Oh, God. Let me not use Tyrone no more. I'm so sorry, Ash.
No, you're spot on. Go ahead. Use Tyrone.
All right. You know, but they're the ones that women are choosing to sleep with and have these kids with, and these guys are broke. These guys have absolutely nothing. Nick Cannon, Cam Newton, and all of them, they're the top 1%. So when a lot of guys try to push that, oh, you know, it's because they got money, that's the only reason why these women are doing it, that theory debunks that. It debunks all of that. So that's what I would like to talk more about, because eventually my conclusion, what I would like from this panel is to help the young women not be a part of this debauchery that's going on in America. So let's talk about that. Let's get off the cam real quick. Let's talk about the average brother and sister.
Okay.
Man, we got to stop. When you go on the internet, and this is not funny at all. When you go on the internet, you see young girls, 5, 6 years old, and they're singing Sexy Red, Hands on Your Knees. And the women and the grown-ass women are behind the camera saying, hey, while they popping their little asses at 6 and 7. I mean, that's part of the problem. The other part of the problem is that the weak-ass men who are sitting there on most of these videos are allowing them women to let those girls do that. They're not speaking up. They're not saying nothing. They just allow it. They don't say nothing. And I don't know what's up with that. I don't know if it's a fear of the woman maybe not going to give him none, maybe going to kick him out. Maybe, I don't know what it is where men don't speak up no more. But it could be my niece. It could be somebody on this panel, grown man. If I was grown men talking, if you had a daughter and I was out somewhere and you weren't in present, I seen your daughter doing that, it's going to be a problem. Hey, your daddy does not want that. We have to be able to be as men, speak up for each other's children and have that community, but we don't have that no more. I land my plane there.
Okay. What Ash, what's your thoughts on a solution for this issue for the average person? Because we all know this is what happens when you call Tyrone, as Jess put it in her chat. So tell us, what do you think is a way that we could come to a solution for our young ladies and men? But unfortunately, the ladies are the ones that stuck with these children, with these so-called, Tyrone's big. Let me stop. I'm sorry, Ash. What do you think we could do about this?
I think one, being more honest about motherhood. Like, people be overhyping this baby situation. Like, yeah, they're cute and it's cool, it's sweet, but like, let's be so for real. Like, it's not all that it's cracked up to be. Like, we gotta stop glorifying motherhood first and foremost. 2, we gotta be honest with them, and they need to identify the reason why they want to have kids so young, so soon with whoever. Like, even in high school, I knew multiple girls who had constant pregnancy scares, but like, they were cool about it. I'm like, bring back fear, because my man, even doing the deed, having intercourse in high school at a young age, that was not a thing growing up. Like, kids aren't afraid to get pregnant or procreate. They're not afraid anymore. Like, parents ain't scary no more. I don't know what it is. So 1, stop glorifying it. 2, be real about the reason behind it. I know some people have babies out of spite. Other people have babies because they want love. A lot of people be having babies because they want love and they don't even care about the other person. Like, And then people
So
need to have a
what is it, Ash? I
What do you
want to
think?
expound on something you said, Ash. What do you think the problem is? Why isn't it, shunned upon in school where these little girls are having sex? No one is telling them like, you need to be, because here's the thing, you can't tell a dog not to be a dog. A dog is going to be a dog, right?
And that's
So
fine.
it's 100% up to a woman to protect her womb from these type of men. I
Right.
solely agree with that.
It starts in the
Mhm.
home, right? Because like even like I knew growing up, I wasn't supposed to be in boys' space and I wasn't supposed to have sex. I can't tell you why though. Parents need to sit down and tell their kids why they shouldn't be spreading their legs for just anybody. The type of man that they should want to bring home to the family. And I don't know how it is in everyone else's family, but I'm just speaking for my little Black family. Like I grew up with all sisters. Like my dad didn't play that. We couldn't date. We couldn't talk to boys. If you were seen talking to boys, you were being fast. So it was like boys were this horrible thing, but no one ever told you the why. You got to have real conversations with your children. Let them know the importance of saving themselves and valuing themselves. Because if you don't tell them, they're gonna go to school and their homegirl, who's the Stan Sexy Red fan, is gonna tell her to bust it wide open because girl, he got a car. And she gonna go do it just because he got a car. Parents tell their kids what not to do, but why not to do it? Parents don't teach their kids to hold themselves to a high standard, have value for themselves.
Right. I'm gonna agree with that. Kit, what's your thoughts?
Oh boy. How do I word this? Which I know I've been working on.
Don't avoid this, kid. Jump into it, kid.
I'm not avoiding it. I'm trying to make sure I use my good voice from Tuesday. So
there we go.
Yeah, that's a really good voice. I like that. Just keep that up, okay?
So in my opinion, I believe that women should, and I know this is going to sound crazy, but I actually, there's a man he's on social media. His name is Michael MJ Harris, right? And his advice was women should start getting and looking for medium ugly men. Look for a medium ugly man with a good job. And if he has a belly, that might be a plus or not. So here's the reason that this is what a Black man said. I don't need all these eyeballs.
Yeah, but he different.
I don't need all these, first things first, Link, fix your eyeballs and unfry your brow, bro.
I'm trying to figure out what a medium ugly nigga is.
Yeah, but he's a rainbow chaser, so you can't,
Yeah, you can't really listen to. He aisle 5 at Walmart.
So here's the reason why. He said that medium ugly men tend to care more about their woman because they understand that their woman is the prize and that it would be more advantageous for women, and instead of doing what you all say, that the majority women only have babies with this many men, which is why this many men. So those men could be in the medium ugly category. The ones that aren't ugly, you're not ugly, but you're just not that dude, if you will. You know what I'm saying? You're still presentable. You can go to the cookout, come make some potato salad, but you have a different level of standard because you aren't that dude and whatever. So again, that came from a Black man. I just want to be very clear.
But he don't date Black women. He don't date women.
Can I add one more thing?
Just wanted to put that out there. That's just, it could, guess what? Men, whether they ugly, beautiful, somebody cheat, they gonna do it again. But I have heard that when they don't think that they're the prize and they put that energy into you, you become the trophy and you're not sitting around, getting played and being crazy. Again,
that's backwards right there. Ain't no. That's what
man
man said this. You couldn't listen to him. Never listen to that man again.
I just
he don't date women.
Let me be very clear. Like, they cool. Go ahead, Joe, because you're about to.
Am I still sounding like a robot?
Oh no, you clear now, buddy.
No,
All right.
you're not. I'm gonna let you get it just now. Ash. We didn't
Please,
hear
'cause
Chill.
his hair looks
Chill,
like it's
Chill's
about to
about.
grow.
Yeah,
Lord,
he's about to have hair growing out of his
he
head.
about to have a fro. Please let me talk. Lord have mercy.
All right. All right.
Lord.
So, man, all right. So I'm about to take a little segue real quick. How many of y'all and ladies, how many of y'all in here seek therapy, seen a therapist, or been in front of a therapist? All right, that's
Chill.
one. And who else? Anybody else?
You
All right,
see the therapist?
Yeah. I'm talking about for the ladies. Now, I want y'all to understand something, fellas. And this ain't no knock to the ladies. Ain't no knock to the ladies. But when you ask them about therapy, man, they usually have more than one. They done seen more than one because guess what? They usually pick the one that tells them what they want to hear. All right?
True.
So look, that is why Kit is listening to this dude because apparently he's saying something that she want to hear. If he wasn't,
I'm not gonna do that. No, what I said was afterwards. I said I don't date anything ugly. Period.
Oh,
But that was the information that he said because this was asking about information or what some advice you would probably give to someone younger. I'm at an age where I'm not dating anything I don't want to date, ugly or in between or otherwise. So what we're not going to do is put the words in Kit's mouth. She did not say that that's why she's listening to him. She gave advice because that was the question. Now look here, little mister, my internet is shitty. Don't you do it.
So and I'm gonna do it, y'all. I'm gonna do it because it's just that.
Of course you are, because that's just what Chill gonna do. Oh, raggedy.
Do yes, Chill gonna be raggedy today.
Oh, raggedy ass.
When it comes to situation like this, and I'm gonna get back to what my brother GMT said. He said, "So what is the solution moving forward?" Y'all already know what my solution is: out with the old and in with the new. Okay, because it can't change. It can't be fixed. There is no solution if we're still dealing with the same crowd. That crowd got to be the F all the way out. They got to die off, and we got to focus on the new ones coming up because you can't teach an old dog new tricks. You just can't. They're gonna still go out here and bust it wide open.
Only because you see the 20-year-olds coming up now and look at their mentality with a lot of the stuff that they're
look who raised them.
think too.
Look who raised them.
I mean, the whole thing is the society has to change in a whole of what it teaches as a culture and pass down and what we're encouraging and all that. That needs to change, period.
And to answer the young lady in the comments, Gaia, look, I've been down that road before, but it's X-nay on the not about it didn't work. It's just I don't know, something wrong with my soul, man.
She said you look like you date. She said you look like you like white girls.
Yeah, nah, I like my sisters. I like my love my black women. Now, have I, you know what I'm saying, flipped a couple of, you know what I'm saying, some of them drinks? Yeah, of course.
It's a family show, man. It's a family show.
He looked like he went walking in the snow once or twice. Just saying.
Well, I'm in New Hampshire, so it's bound to happen.
He's like proximity at this point. I get
Land of milk and honey.
Yeah, milk.
More milk. More milk.
More milk than honey.
More milk.
Yo, Ash had something to say. What's up, Ash?
Yes, I also think parents should start letting their kids date before they leave the house, right? You can't give your kids guidance on a new venture they're taking once they leave the house. Like, and then they don't have anything to compare it to. They get out here, and I tell people this all the time in the military. I'd be like, hey, that first relationship is trash. It's gonna take you through HE double hockey sticks. It's not the one. Like when people come in, they're like, "Oh, so you get married?" I'm like, "Hear me out," because that first adult relationship.
Hold up, Ash. You be breaking up people's homes. What's going on with you, Ash?
Listen, because that first adult relationship is like the best when it comes to love. Like you love that person so much, but you hold on for so long because that's all you know. But it's usually trash.
No, that's not true. That's not true.
Here's the thing. I will say something that she said before is super, super true because especially in our community, we have a tendency to say say don't do the thing, but not educate behind it. And that is 100% facts. Because I remember, especially when you think about financials, you know what I'm saying? Financial literacy isn't something that, a lot of us had even growing up. I was even telling somebody, and this is going to kind of tell my age a little bit, but I'm not, we've already gone over that several episodes. There was an episode of ALF, if y'all can remember ALF, okay?
You went all the way back.
All the way back.
That's 89.
Oh,
my jam.
okay. So
You look
there was
good,
an episode of Alf that actually had where, you know, he was on the internet. Mr. Tanner was on the internet and he was shopping for some cubic zirconias when those were acceptable. At one point, they was accepting those ladies, but the cubic zirconia, the cubic zirconias, and he had learned about the stock market. Like he was like, you know, he was actually making Mr. Tanner money, but he didn't understand how he was doing it. But he was just making him extra money. Back then, we didn't even know anything about having home computers, let alone the stock market, right? I remember when, like, my mom, her financial on credit was like, don't get credit cards, they'll ruin your credit. But never why, never how to use it and how credit can actually be beneficial. But they can't teach what they don't know. You know what I'm saying? So this is why, you know, a lot of the times we were just told that something was something, but not the education that we would need to understand and have that versus someone just telling you not to do something. Because then what ultimately happens? Oh, you tell me not to do it. Oh, I'm gonna see what this. I'm gonna do this anyway, or I'm gonna see what it's about anyway. Because then now you have other people telling you about how great the thing is. They're educating them differently now. Now it's, oh well, I know your mom said this, but girl, he did blah blah blah, or girl, I did such and such. And now it sounds like an intriguing thing, and like your parent is just, you know, trying to stop you from having a good time or being involved. So I just wanted to piggyback off of that and say, yes, that does happen a lot. We need to educate more about what's going on. But that's also a very hard thing to do when you have grandmas who are picking up their kid and their grandkid from the same elementary school. So, you know, here's my plan.
Damn shame. That's a shame. That's sad what you just said, actually.
Yep.
It's sad.
Pretty sad.
Yeah. Link, what's your thoughts on the topic, Link?
So I feel like there's a lot of teachers out here. So when you say that you want to teach your kids or teach the kids, I feel like no matter how much you teach them, there's too much social media. There are too many other parents. You would kind of have to seclude your kids and homeschool them or do whatever you could to get the most of their time to where they're not learning that somebody else is allowed to do this and their life looks like it's fine. I feel like Cam shouldn't have put out there that he's okay with this situation. I feel like women laying down with men, I don't understand their vetting process. I don't know. It's funny how it works, you know, how they choose. You know, I do get a lot of them choose value, a high value dude, supposedly, because, you know, they can take care of them, protect them. But then when you have a dude that says, hey, this is how my legacy is going to be with 3 kids, I mean, that's kind of shaky because I don't think you can kind of really build a legacy like that. I mean, you guys can't correct me if I'm wrong, but I feel like you're spreading your laser too thin trying to get all these baby mamas. I feel like he's teaching the younger men to say, hey, once I get a lot of money, I don't need to commit. I just need to get a whole bunch of women pregnant and I'll have the Nick Cannon syndrome. And then we'll just be Nick Cannoning it up and we'll just have a whole bunch of men running around wild, you know. So I don't know.
Can I say something that's gonna be probably, you know, looked at wrong? Money don't pay. You know, I'm gonna keep it a buck, man. There are a lot of bargain bin. There's a lot of bargain bin women and a lot of bargain bin dudes. Whether you know it or not, Cam is a bargain bin dude. His money didn't change that. All right. Only bargain bin dudes sift through the bargain bin and they lay up with these bargain bin women and they have kids with them. They know these chicks ain't there for the long haul. They looking at him as like, oh, I'll pop out a kid with him because he's gonna take care of it. Not only just take care of that, he's gonna take care of me because if he messes up, if he messes up, I'm gonna get the law on him. And we already know.
I just want to say, actually, the mother of his 4 children actually wants to be married, and because he decided he didn't want to be with her or do anything with her anymore.
Of course you did.
Not necessarily the case. I just you
okay, thank you for giving me that little bit of tidbit because it doesn't change anything. Of course she wanted to be married because once you get the ring, first they go for the baby, and they already know they can get a baby from a Pookie any day. But see, Pookies now are terrified of that ring. I'll put my seed in you, but I ain't gonna give you that ring, because if I give you that ring, that would give you too much leverage over me and mine.
Do you feel like Cam? Do you feel like Cam's women are bargain bin females? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Yeah, he got with a stripper.
Absolutely.
So what would make him make that? Is
He
that a
took
poor
that 16
decision? What would
souls.
make him make those poor decisions?
The
Easy.
mentality.
Him.
A lot. All right. A lot of guys, and see, we're all regular dudes. There's levels to this stuff. I done shopped in the bargain bin basket plenty of days a month. You know what I'm saying? I done shopped in there. Hey, let it be a rainy day and I ain't got nothing on standby. Bargain bin. I'm going deep sea diving in the bargain bin. Yeah, we've all done it. Now, even the dudes that got high status, they do it because they don't know no goddamn better. It's guys with high status. Truth be told, the real ones who actually got morals and they try to protect their assets, they don't have a lot of sex. They really don't. They don't got a lot of women in their circle. They really don't, because they have something to protect. But all these athletes and entertainers, they ain't been trained properly. So they just running wild. They're like, yeah, I could pop off 4 or 5 kids. They're not thinking about the long-term effects of it because they don't care. That's what makes these dudes bargain bin dudes. And you know he's shopping in the bargain bin.
He tells you himself.
Yeah, he'll tell you. Because shit, I do it. Hey, man, let this weekend fall through, man. I ain't got nothing fresh and new on standby. Bargain bin.
Dingling discipline is something that is
attention
in high need. Like it just
like special.
Like it could, boy, the world could just, I don't know. It could do, pretty bang up job with some dingling discipline. I'm just saying. I just, call me crazy.
But I say that go, yeah, because obviously,
but
we're not the ones making it. We're not the ones making the majority of the babies. If we have to look at it statistically. I'm gonna say it, kid. So 100%. I got you, kid. I got you, kitty cat. I got you, kitty cat. I got you. I got you. I can't let you get away with that, though. You know what I'm saying?
I'm always ready. Hold on. You want? I mean, we can.
You want to go? Let's go. So I can't let you get away with that. The reason why is because yes, dingling discipline should definitely be a thing. Just as much as cat discipline should be a thing.
Absolutely. But he was talking about bargain. Again, we are going to keep, y'all love to conflate and move things around. He was talking about going into the bargain basement and pulling out whatever because his weekend plans went awry, which means that his dingling discipline is at a low because if he's a trash man for that. To find, something in a bargain basement. Those who have discipline are never going to want to have their dingling in some bargain basement because they have things. Okay, I didn't say hornballs, and I didn't say ones that need to get their rocks off. As a matter of fact, I can send you some really good links to some really lifelike things to just even.
All right, can I clarify this DMT real quick?
I'm just saying.
And Kit, I'm gonna have to apologize to all the ladies because you made me do this.
I ain't making you shit. Don't blame me.
I want to know with bargain bin, anybody over 30, women wise, that's bargain bin. Because once you hit that beautiful age of 30, you are already in the bargain bin. You know it, and the guys know it. All right. So when I go, hold on. You set this up, so I'm gonna knock it down.
No, I didn't.
You diving in the bargain bin. Hold on now. Hold on.
What you talking about? Let me be clear.
One mic. Let him get it off, kid. Let him get it off, and then you can
get it off. Because I'm gonna just tell you no when you're done. That's fine.
Look, anyway, me. This is my philosophy. Bargain bin. Once they hit 30, they already in the bargain bin because you know what I'm saying. Their options are minimized. That having kids, all of that stuff. So valuable guys look at them and we understand. We compartmentalize with them. They in the bargain bin. So when we go in there and we pick the best bargain bin deal we can find. But 2 rules: don't wife them and don't put a baby in them. Hell, they very attractive. You can take them out, look good with them. They look good on your arm, but you don't wife these chicks, man, and you don't put a baby in them. That's what's wrong with a lot of fellas because they be like, they'll take a chick from the bargain bin and be like, yo, this is the best I could do. I'm gonna plant my seed here. I ain't like that. I know when I'm dealing with bargain bin, and I'm gonna treat you as such. Next.
Okay, Kate, you got it, Kate.
Fuck you and your thoughts because it's wrong and it ain't true. Okay.
Oh, that was aggressive. Oh, that was aggressive.
Oh, I'm sorry. Wait. I'm sorry. Let me say it differently.
Super aggressive.
Chill. I'm so sorry. Let me go.
There we go. That's a lot better.
Let me explain to you, Mr. Clean the Third. No, and no, thank you. No, thank you.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, you and your bar. Only thing that's bargain basement on this panel is your internet today. So let's not forget how we're here. Like it's okay. Okay. So again, let me make sure that I say, I want to make sure that my fuck you is heard, right? Because I don't want it to pass you in aggression. Okay. Just because you feel like someone over 30 is bargain basement, that's like us actually giving a shit about what you think. So no, us fabulous, women who still actually have options and do and absolutely what they want, they're not really enthralled or entertained by your level of bullshittery, I guess I'll say, just for the sake of the panel. So thank you so much for your witty and very snazzy, nod to the ones that are 31 and over. But yeah, fuck you.
No, 30.
May I approach the bench?
You said
give me 1 second. Let me just give this. Let me give my
over 30, right? Which would mean 31 and older, right? I can do math and I can kind of do that, right? So if it stops at 30, that means that 31 is the next number, or did I miss that?
30 and
Okay.
up. 30 and up.
You know what? This isn't even your fault. My family in outer space, they left me here with the rest of these humans, and now I smell like y'all, and they won't come and get me. So now I'm just stuck here talking.
Hold up, Kate. Wait, man. God damn it. Let me get this super chat from my guy. Man.
Yes,
He's
sir.
in the building. What is good, man? With the $19.99 super chat. He says, "What up, though? What's good, fam?
What's going on?
Here, man. You want to jump on this panel because I wanted to throw some facts out there, but they're like, we ain't talking about the facts today. We just talking." So with that being said,
you know what?
Hopefully, Media Man.
GMT for real.
Yeah, hopefully Media Man come up here for this stat right here. Now, I'm gonna stay in the middle of it, but I'm gonna side with Chill on this one about the 30 thing. Let me tell you why. Statistically speaking, kid, which you are fabulous today, okay? All right.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm gonna set that out there. But statistically speaking, that 30, 31-year-old, 33-year-old, 35-year-old, when it gets past those 30s, statistically speaking, men of even older age are looking for the girls who are in their 20s, early 20s, late 20s, right? 30 is like the gateway to, but 31 to 35 and on up, that's a wrap. The options start to drop tremendously. That's that. I'm saying that not from me, statistically speaking. It's too many women, and men are like, oh, I need the youth, I need the youth, I need the young, I need the youth, I need her to be this. So I don't think, I told my aunt this, when I was a teenager. Are you gonna get married? You gonna get married? She said, no, that man ain't good enough. He ain't good enough. And now she's 53, overweight, wearing a wig, and she just had to settle for something she would never have settled for before. He ain't got no teeth, and he got a high soprano voice when he speaks. So she had to settle for that because in her 20s, she played games. In her 30s, she played games, and she started realizing around 35, damn, won't nobody talk to me no more. I ain't getting no attention no more like I used to.
That comment.
And that's what happened to her.
I mean, and what I see is it doesn't necessarily mean that a 30-year-old woman can't get the results that she might be looking for at that time. But what I see is that you have to kind of put yourself in the positions of the men that you want and what they want, right? So if you made a lot of mistakes in your past, then it's the same for men, right? We know if we want a certain woman of a certain caliber, most men ain't got it like that. So we have to try to make ourselves into the men that the women, want. So we got my man, Media Man,
There you go.
on
What's up, brother?
Welcome.
Panel, what is good, man?
What's going on, y'all, man? First of all, salute to the panel. Good to see everybody here. What's going on, BMU, Professor? I'm so chill.
Sir.
Link,
What's up, brother?
Kit Grimes, Ash, and Just Justified, my man. Grown man talking. Thank you, man. I didn't know that y'all was talking about this. I wouldn't even schedule my live for Monday if y'all was already on it, man.
Oh no, we on it. We're gonna look at that one too. Everybody go over to Media Man's channel. Subscribe if you're not subscribed, and we're gonna watch him talk about it as well.
Oh yeah.
I just tuned in, man. I was doing dishes. Yeah, I do dishes. I'm a dusty. So even though I got a wife,
brother Media Man, I have a question for you, if I may.
Sure, sir.
Statistically speaking, I said the wall was undefeated. Could you allude to a little bit of that when women get into 31, 35, when the options dry out and they end up with a puppy German Shepherd in the back porch of the house reading a book by Stephen King? Go ahead.
Well, I mean, I think of it a little bit different because I know a lot of women place a lot of preferences on themselves and what they actually look for in a man when they get older, right? So it's not necessarily the dating market that's shrinking their options. It's actually women doing it themselves. Because when women make a significant amount of money, they want a guy who makes that much money. So they got to look for the top of the top, right? And that's very rare. So that shrinks your pool down. And then if you say that you're one of these women who become obese, and then you say, hey, this is the type of man, that I still want, but you still don't have those same options. So I don't think it has anything to do with men. I think it's all about women and what they choose to do, at an earlier, age, because especially in the Black community, Black women, they, have kids at the youngest age of all, racial groups. And then they wait until they're older to have other children as well. So it's very tough. It's very tough in the Black community. So all that coincides with that 30 to 40 year time frame. That's where we have the most issues, especially on social media. And that's why we talked about that 34 to 45 age range, or 35 to 44 age range, because that's where most of the issues are coming from, in my opinion, right? You know what I'm saying? So, I mean, it just depends on the woman. I mean, it's an easy fix. You just got to get in the gym, get married, have kids. You be all right.
But that's what well, let me say this, and I'm going to land my plane. The pastor said this, Media Man. He said, I'm tired of going into singles classes that we have here at the church and hearing our women crying. He said, I've been here, pastor here for 38 years. So some of these young women I saw as children, young ladies, teenagers, on up until grown women. He said, let me tell you what happened. He said, all of you in your 20s, y'all were Coke bottles. And he said, y'all used to walk around and joke around me even, saying, I ain't getting married, I don't need no man. He said, now all of you are in your early 40s. And now you went from Coke bottles to 3 liters. And you wondering why nobody don't want to drink you.
So
that's what he said to the audience. The women, next Sunday, the church going to be empty.
Let me get this super chat real quick.
Right,
I got you, Chill. I got you, my
sir.
guy. Blockchain Willie Beeman is in the building. He says, hold up, I gotta. Oh, yo, I didn't mean that. My bad, son. I did not mean that. God, hit that. What happens when you move it too fast? Yo, all right, my man, Blockchain says the whole Father Time and Gravity's undefeated versus women. Oh man, thank you so much, my guy. My bad, I did not mean to hit that button. Go ahead, Chill.
What I wanted to point out though, see, it's a huge misconception, man. It's a difference between options versus valuable options. All these ladies got a whole bunch of young 20-some-year-old dudes looking to, run up on you. That's you don't want that. And then hold on. And for the ladies, that's how you know you have reached the bargain bin. When your options are younger than you. That's a clear indication. That's a clear indication. You can't defeat that. That's the truth. younger
It's crazy
men.
how you talk
choose
about
older
a black
women.
man. No one's
Younger
going
men go
like,
for the older women. You want to know why? It's not a flex, and I want y'all to stop trying to use that as a flex. I rock with you, especially you, Candace. You might ace boom, but having a young man pulling on your coattail saying, "Baby, I want to take you out." You want to know how he choosing you? It's because one, he know you already got your own stuff, and he ain't got to provide. You know what I'm saying? That's what we all done that. All of us, every single man on this panel done that because that's what we knew. It is ingrained in our psyche. We already know the deal. She got her own house. She got her own car. She got everything already set. I ain't got to come in and do nothing but beat them guts up. All right? And then be on my way.
In them for, you know what? This is exactly why I told you that this was going to be a trash ass topic, especially with his.
Oh, come on.
Oh, chill. Ew, man. Damn.
I don't got it. Let me explain something to this panel right quick. Okay. All of the beautiful black men in Den show. Okay. I got to do 2 things in life, just 2. Okay. Be black and die. Everything else is obvious. If I tell you what the fuck I said what I said, and I meant it.
Are you sure you're black? Because one day you're black, next day you're Indian.
That was a good one. You start acting more black today.
Gracias por llamarme en el panel de
Hold on. I gotta play that.
That was a good one right there.
You need help? I don't care. That's the problem. It's too many of us that actually deal more emotionally than logically, and I don't, because I look at you logical beings and wonder how you all made it to adulthood sometimes. So, like, again, I am not the enemy. Not you, medium man. I actually like you.
So hold on. What about me? You don't like me?
I'm saying, like, that's crazy.
What's up, kid?
Look,
You know what this is?
Link, you know, you and your curls, we matching. We always gonna be good. You know what I'm saying? We the ones that's
Ethiopian.
We the ones that's got the good roots. You know, our roots run deep. We got the good roots. So I ain't worried about, you know, it's just some of your bald head raggedy people that be on here trying to test me.
Bald head. There's at least 3 dudes on this show that ain't got a bald head, so I guess you talking about us being you.
I'm gonna say this. Look, hey, I get it. I am fine with being the villain, because guess what? The villain is gonna be the only person that's gonna tell you the stone cold truth, whether you like it or not.
But an honest person is gonna tell you the truth too. Because one thing I ain't
Who's
gonna
honest?
Me, because I ain't gonna never cut a lie to you. I meant that shit.
So if you're honest, I want to test that. So if you're honest,
right?
Do you honestly think a 25-year-old is a valuable option for you?
Here's the thing. You read that in my comment. I'm out. Whoa. Because I'm gonna answer how the fuck I want to. So do you want my answer, or do you want to be ignorant? How we doing?
F-bombs, them F-bombs.
I know it's a family show.
How we doing? How we do? Well, family. That's another F word, family. How we doing this? You let me know. Okay. So first things first. You read that in the comments because I was talking about in the sense of, for one, to answer the question, no, I don't particularly see a 27-year-old being a viable option for what I am trying to do. But however, some of these younger men are actually making you all look like ghost stories, because one of the ones I'm talking about is actually getting ready to join the ATF and doesn't even live here. Actually has where he lives, it's plenty of women that he could talk to and has talked to, but chooses to want to speak to me in a whole nother state. So and time is something that you can't get back. So if he's a time waster, he's wasting his own time, not mine. So that's first things first. Second of all, do I necessarily see him as a viable option for what I am trying to do? Not necessarily, because I personally feel like, unlike some men who like them younger, I feel like there are certain conversations and things that I need to be able to have without having to tell this nigga to Google it. So again, like I said, that is where I stand on that. Is there anything else that I can do for you, my little ball constituent?
Yes, ma'am. I'm glad you asked.
Of
So
course you are.
If that's not a viable option, why even bring it up? That's my thing. Why even say, hold on.
No,
you can do this one of 2 ways.
Go ahead. You can eat me. Like I said, go ahead.
All right. So it's kind of like, I don't know, it's just kind of like, you know what I'm saying, running down your resume saying, hey, this is what I'm qualified for, that's what you did. We stated something, and you said, I have a 20-plus-year-old, you know, I gotta tell him to go talk to somebody
because you
else.
were talking about okay, let's talk about what we
I
were
love your
talking
hat, Ashley.
about. You love to try to move one thing. Stop trying to move the goalposts. You move one thing to another. Because what we were talking about was after you reach a certain age, all of a sudden you become chopped liver. I said it's amazing how I've reached a certain age, and yet somehow all age ranges still want to be my friend, and it has nothing to do with, oh well, she's just old and you know her eggs are powdery milk, because I don't even want none of your funky ass kids anyway. So again, why you love to do this, chill, and you know me, I'm going to do it back and forth with you because I ain't scared. So again, I'll do this with you.
I know, and I will say this. Usually you prove my point when you do this with me, so that's why I enjoy it.
Chill, that's fine. What else do you have?
Nothing.
All right.
Please.
I'm gonna have to ring the bell on that.
Ring the bell on that one. That was
ding ding.
9 minutes.
Something wrong with y'all. Something is really wrong with y'all.
Something's wrong with him and his raggedy internet. I can't stand his little balls. So leave me alone today, chill.
You say black people know it. That's why we can't have good things. So can't have nice things.
You love. She can't stand you, but she love you at the same time. We got another $10 super chat. My God, blockchain beaming in the building. He says, young men have been wanting to hit old women ever since Friday. Thanks, Miss Parker. Nothing special there.
But here's the thing: if you have
old
women in your area, why be willing to drive hours when you have them in a square radius? Again, if it's worth that to you, I mean, well, then apparently I'm just smoking like that, okay? Because I ain't driving hours to go.
Well, that's what dudes do. Dudes that don't really, if you don't get it like that, you will drive hours.
You gonna drive.
So with that being said, I would like to round this up. Can't stop. I would like to round this up, right? So as I was saying, right, because my biggest point for the show was to try to figure out how we could avoid this issue of young men making this mistake with young women and young women dealing with these Tyrones. Sorry, Ash. Dealing with the Tyrones and having multiple babies with men like that. Because as we stated, most men are not financially stable enough to maintain 6 to 7 children, 8 children. So, but it's a big thing that happens in our community from a small percentage of men. So how can we prevent this? What advice would we give? And I'm saying this specifically to give to the young ladies to protect themselves from these type of men. I'm going to start with you, Link, and then we'll go around the panel.
All right.
I knew you were going to do that. All right. So here we go. I think some of the things that we need to teach the younger women is to really take accountability on their next move. They need to put a little bit more thought into the dating process and how that's going to go. They almost need to have it set up for little steps and little milestones or checkpoints that the guy has to complete. Now, it doesn't have to be anything, over the top, but it just needs to be little things that the girl automatically knows once he does this, he's ready for the next level. And just stop trying to just pick anybody that you have an emotional attachment to say, well, I think this could work. And then you have a kid and now you're a baby mom.
I agree with that. He landed that plane hard. Yeah. What's up, kid?
What are we doing? We giving advice?
Talk to you. We're closing it out, and I would like for you to talk to your young sisters on how to avoid becoming, baby mama number 4.
Okay, so the way
well,
if I have something good, come back to me.
Damn.
Yeesh. All right, so we're gonna move to Ash, and then we'll come back around the kid.
Yes.
Yes. I have to say I agree with Link said 100%. Like women need to have a check in the box, some kind of standards or something, because as a serial dater, right? I encounter all types of men, and I know the bar is on the ground by how they speak. You know, men think it's okay to chill for the first meeting, and I only know that they think it's okay because they've been allowed to do it before. I don't think um, women have, and it also goes to what Jess was saying earlier. You got to have a level of confidence to not accept anything from a man, right? So, in general, women have to raise the bar all the way up off the ground. It needs to be at least 5 feet high before they even consider spreading their legs for any men. You know, women.
I'm gonna question. I want to question you real quick. When you say raise the bar, are you what do you mean by that? Like as far as getting to know them to begin with, what were you
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about in dating or?
In dating, getting to know men in general. A lot of time women don't even require men to do anything for them before they even spread their legs. Like, I don't know if it's a hookup error or what, but a lot of things, and I hear this often too on social media in the comments, people want to sample it before they buy it. That means they want to lay down and make sure that part's good before they figure out the rest. And that's so counterproductive in my eyes. Like, no, I need to make sure everything else is on point. You know, other things we can make the bedroom work. You can be taught there, okay? There's toys, there's a bunch of stuff to make the bedroom pop. All right.
Rosie.
I need to know how hard you're willing to go for me before we even get to the point of having intercourse whatsoever. So that's where it needs to start at. Women need to start requiring things of men.
Like what?
Anything.
We don't owe you
Anything.
shit.
Yes, you do. If you
What we
want to
owe
lay
you?
down, if you want to lay down with me, yes, you do.
I ain't got to see. That's the
what I owe you.
It's y'all turn.
Entitled ass.
Yes, a lot.
They asking some valid questions. I like to hear this.
But you know what? I'm gonna say this, and y'all listen. The difference is you're gonna say that you owe me before you lay down with me, and guess what's gonna happen? Since the sisterhood only defends each other when men come at you instead of y'all holding each other accountable, guess what old girl sitting at the bar saying? When he walk off, I'm gonna give him that ass tonight.
Have at it and see how that plays out for her in the long run.
I'm just saying the men have so many options. If you say no,
Yeah,
by the
everybody
time he
has
leave out
options.
the
But that's
door,
the thing, though. That's the thing. Everybody has options. We're not talking about just having options. Anybody can go out there right now and go pick up someone to go lay down with and spend time with. We're talking about good quality options. Everybody got options. We talking about having good options,
Where they
right?
at? Where they at?
Yeah, where they at?
You gotta filter through to find the good options.
I've been test driving a lot of lemons lately.
Ooh. How you test driving them though? Like, how are you test driving?
we all adults. I'm gonna let you use your imagination on that one.
In today's world, you can talk to a woman for 2 minutes and know she mentally ill.
I agree.
And yet, y'all keep
Same
hearing
thing,
this
same thing with men too. Same thing with men. When I say I'm a serial dater, I've dated a lot of men, right? That don't mean I smashed all men. That means I've talked to so many men, right? That I've
You smashed some of them though.
Ooh,
A few,
don't put
yeah.
that out there.
Were they good? Were they husbands?
Don't put that out there. You about to go red love. Actually, bring that one back.
Then you go in chill mode.
What that truck boy said.
Test driving should have nothing to do with intercourse at all. When you're getting to know someone, sex should be the furthest thing from your mind.
So do y'all ever be curious? You know, like I wonder what that would be like if I did this early in my time frame.
No, I never think about it unless I really, really, really like the guy. Then I'm like, oh dang, I hope.
I wonder what that tongue do. Yeah, that's what
that extra thing. Like everything else is on point. I hope that extra thing is good too, right? But when I first meet a guy, I never think about laying down with him. Never.
So you never just seen somebody was like, I'm hot and bothered. I've seen
people. I've seen people. I'm like, dang, they look like they could lay. But then I keep it pushing.
Okay, Ash, are you sexually attracted to these dudes though? Before you go on a first date?
Damn, this is like a interrogation for Ash.
What's going
on out here, yo?
I don't want to know if you're sexually attracted to do before you go on the first date.
Yeah. I hate to say I'm shallow because I'm not, but there has to be like a little level of attraction for me to entertain somebody.
It's just yes and no, Ash. I'm just trying to figure out.
Oh yes. Usually,
okay, cool.
I don't say sexually attracted. I mean physically attractive because some fine people can do things that are sexually unappealing. If that makes sense.
Professor is trying to meet you at your military base. I'm gonna move on. I'm gonna move on.
Unlike Kid's friend, I don't drive across states to smash nothing. I can just go to the old folks' home right across the street. Or find me a big girl.
That's the cheat code.
What you said? Shadow government, the shadow whatever. I can find me a shadow bay up the street. I got one downstairs. So soon as we get off here, I'm about to go get my shadow. So
Professor, go get you one of the Walmart greeters.
Oh wow!
Listen, I like the woman. I like the women that shop at Walmart. Yeah, yes, Lord. That's where I get them from.
So let Medium Man get the mic. Medium Man.
Sorry,
what could we do to teach our young ladies to stay away from that percentage of men?
Again, man, thank you for having me up. I appreciate the support. But I think this is a great time for the Black community with this whole Cam Newton thing. I think it's a great case study. You know, me being a statistician and working in biostatistics, I immediately put this on my fireboard because this is going to be the land and the side, and we get to determine how well our women listen, right? Everybody online is saying that Cam Newton is trash. Cam Newton said that he don't want to get married, but he still wants more kids. The message has been sent. Every woman has heard this. Now, 6 months from now, if Cam Newton come up with another girl pregnant, whose fault is that?
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? So now we get to frame the conversation the way it should be, because now they're talking about just him alone. Him being one man and father, having kids with 3 women, right? 1 man, 3 women, just like the statistics say. Right? We men over here, we know what it is. We know that the majority of Black men don't have kids. You know what I'm saying? So it's not that shocking. What's shocking is social media is still trying to frame it as fatherlessness and Black men spreading their seed, so on and so forth. However, I think this is the best time to have this conversation because Cam Newton has told every woman that he don't want to get married. Right now, we hear it. We've known this before, right? Even the girl watched Jazzy that got pregnant by him. She knew what it was, but she didn't listen. Okay, we give her a pass. But now this is public. And that doctor that he did an interview with, she did the same thing with Nick Cannon. His interview was way worse. He actually told women that I'm literally preying on you to try and get you pregnant. And lo and behold, what he got? 9, 10 baby mamas. So. And then the funny thing is, I seen Shade Room joking about it. They put him in a little tic tac circle or whatever square, and they'll have the baby mamas that Nick Cannon are linked to, right? And they make jokes about it. Who's going to be the next one? So if Cam Newton turns up with another baby mom, then we'll know where the problem lies. Women just go off based off what they desire and not what's right. And I agree with Link when he said that there should be some sort of standard. Okay, yeah, we know that you want a man who's attractive, but if everything else don't light up, then that man don't qualify as a sexual candidate. Leave it at that. We get it. We understand it. He got to be attractive, but if he ain't got a car, if he's a pookie, he got 8, 9 kids. No, stop right there. That's how we educate. And there are so many, prevention methods that, we at the CDC have put in for the Black community in particular, just to educate our community on how to prevent themselves from unwanted pregnancies, how to prevent themselves from HIV, STIs, so on and so forth. The information is out there. We failed to do, we need to do a better job as a Black community is pushing people towards that education and promoting it more instead of trying to blame the other for being the problem. Because every man up here doesn't have an issue with saying that Cam Newton is trash. What he's doing is trash. The problem is when I ask the majority of women, if 8 men have a child with 1 woman, who do you blame? They say the men who keep having children with that 1 woman. But then when you flip that and you got 8 women having children with 1 man, and I ask, who do you blame? They say the men. That's a problem, right? So I think it's a great time. I'm gonna go a little bit more in depth on it, on my show on Monday, but yeah, I think this is very important for the Black community to see in real time and just see what happens first. Cam getting married or Cam having a kid? And we go see what happens. So, yeah, again, thank you, man. Appreciate it.
No, thank you, man. And make sure y'all go over to Media Man's channel and subscribe. Monday show is going to be dope. I'm going to be over there, so join me at Media Man's channel. All right. I'm so chill. Oh, you had something to say? Hold on, real
I
quick.
just wanted to say one thing real quick. Man, I mean, I gotta hold them accountable too, though. Stop going naked headbanded, can't stand it. You guys know what that means, right? Okay. Stop going in there without a condom, talking about, it's not the same. You want to get this feeling, because this feeling is what gets you in those issues. All right, go ahead.
That's a good point. Real quick, GMT. I hear actually more women saying they don't like condoms. I have a screenshot. I have a screenshot of a woman right now that I'm going to share on tomorrow's live stream, where she basically, she was telling the story like how she ended up pregnant or something like that. And in her comment section, people was kind of flaming her, and she put in there, "I don't like condoms." Every woman under there, "Me too, girl. I don't know how people do it." So it's not necessarily the men that's coercing these women. "Oh, baby, just let me." No, ask women, ask young women. They'll tell you straight up. That's what I hear when we do our patient contact, when we have to get all the information. Did you use a condom? About 95% of the time, it comes back no. So I mean, it's not. I mean, of course, I'm not absolving men from fault. Yeah, you should have some more, de-discipline and wear a condom regardless of what she says. But then sometimes women will shun at that. I've had this situation happen to me where I tried to use a condom and a woman said, "What, you think I got something?"
Mm-hmm.
So,
right.
And that's not the first time. When I shared that on the live stream, it was multiple men saying that's what happened to me. So I mean, it happens. Both.
I feel at that point, then like the guy should just get up and leave.
And that's what happened with me. It just threw all the mood off.
Because how are you carrying yourself if you just like go ahead and raw dog it?
So, and check this out. And what about the ones that are allergic? That say they're allergic to latex.
Get that sheepskin. Get
they got polyurethane. They got saran wrap.
Is your mama allergic?
You know what I wanted to say on here though? I wanted to say that I don't know if it's everywhere, but I feel like before you have sex, people should start now exchanging my charts. I don't know if that's in every state. You got a my chart.
Sure.
But I feel like it's the safest method to kind of approach these type of situations. Because I'm gonna be honest, that's what I did with my wife. I was like, look, let me show you mine, and it was such a light feeling, a weight taken off me to just know like we good from here, we can keep on going.
Yeah, that's what's up. I agree with that.
My question with that is, now, is there like a time limit on it? Like if it's over than 30 days, do you require them to like get something more updated, or is there like
you need to have that updated if y'all serious.
3 months, so like what's the time? Like how far back are you guys okay?
If she smells someone else after that test.
I can answer that. You know what I'm saying? Like we deal with this all the time. So about 10 to 14 days is pretty much how long it takes for somebody to be cleared of like syphilis, chlamydia, gonorrhea, things of that nature, right? So if you, and this is not necessarily going to happen every time where you meet a person and you want to have sex with them and they had a sex within, they had a test within 2 weeks. Nah, but CVS, they offer these tests, home kit tests for free. Again, they're not recognized as something that we in the medical field would say, hey, this is true, but it gives you an idea of, hey, you should be clean if this comes back negative. So when you're going to be monogamous with a person, we recommend that both of you guys come in and get tested. And there are multiple free clinics that you can go to that will just test you without any questions. It will come back within, I think, 1 to 3 days. And you guys should be good to go. I'm pretty sure, your pants on fire. You can wait a little bit, just to make sure, y'all tested or whatever. But yeah, I would do that. And I tell guys that all the time. You got to have those uncomfortable conversations, about child deletion. You have to see how she feels about that, because some women will say, I don't want a kid right now, but if I get pregnant, I'm keeping it. You see what I'm saying? So that's a different dynamic. You have to have these conversations and see where both parties, feel in the situation. But sometimes we think that it's easier to have or check somebody's phone, but you won't ask an adult, when was the last time you got tested? It's crazy.
Media man, can I say this real quick to you?
because I know you on top of it. Have you heard of the STI condom? It's STEYE though. And the condom, when men wear it and it comes in contact with an STI, it will change color to what that STD is. So it'll turn green if it's syphilis, it will turn yellow if it's chlamydia, it will turn purple if it's something more serious like HIV virus. We should see those condoms. We should see those condoms by fall of next year.
Yeah, it's still in the approval process.
Approval status,
but yeah, the problem with that is most people don't even get to the point of using a condom. So
right.
so I mean, we can have them in the wallet. You know how we
Yeah.
used to do when you younger and stuff. You keep that old condom in your wallet, but people just not using them as much as they should. And this is not the only form of birth control that people can use. Let's not get it twisted. Women have I think it's almost 29 that are reputable that they can use, and I know there's certain things with weight gain. It's so many symptoms that can occur when women use different types of birth control. So yes, men have to do their part as much as they can, and then women have to do their part as well. So
yeah.
Okay. Right. The panel got a little mixed up, but chill. I believe you are next.
So where we at? What was the question again? Because we went, it was a lot going on, man.
That's all good. It went to. We was just asking your thoughts on what we could do to have the.
So
your thoughts on what we can have the young ladies, to change the trajectory of dealing with these young men that are out there doing it.
I'm gonna be honest. The advice that I would give, ladies in general, is look at your predecessor. Look at people in your family or your friends older than you. Look at their life, and if you don't want what they created, then you need to make better choices and better decisions. You already know a guy who wants to go on you raw. He has absolutely nothing to lose, and he don't give a damn about getting you pregnant. And then for a chick who would sit up here and fellas, for a woman who would sit up here and let you go into her raw, man, you already know what's up. Like, look, I get it. Our brain literally shuts off the moment, we get close to some breasts, some butt cheeks, and that hoo-ha. All right. We stop thinking. All right. That's a fact. But you got fellas, you got to be smarter than that now. You got to be smarter out here than that, because having a baby with somebody that you're not planning on being with is extremely dangerous. That's 18 of your years of your life you ain't gonna be able to get back. And that's money that you ain't gonna be able to recoup. All right. And ladies, on the flip side, for you already know. I've been telling y'all, men got far more time than you. So you damn sure don't want to have a baby by a dude that you ain't planning on being with for the rest of your life, because that's 18 years off your life. And you can't get that back at all. No matter how much child support you got for that baby, them years is done. And your options behind that is done. You're gonna be in the bargain bin where I'm gonna be sifting through from time to time to find something to cover up my Friday nights. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, so stupid. Yo.
And
man. All right, thank you, my brother. BMU, what's your thoughts on the topic?
You asked the question, what do we tell the young kids or whatever? Specifically the girls. One time I did this and I talked about this on my show. In the comments, the lady was like, "Oh, that's so, I can believe you would do that." I don't care. I think things need to be more visual for the girls. And I think that one day I had my my daughter stand in front of the room at the church, in front of everybody, and hold up a glass jar with water in it, a mason jar. And then I handed a bag of Cheetos to 6 young men. And I told them, open the Cheetos, start chewing the Cheetos. Each one of them start chewing the Cheetos. Now I told my daughter, walk around, and each guy, I said, don't swallow the Cheetos, but walk around, and each one of you guys spit into that mason jar full of water. Spit the Cheetos in there. They did it all the way down to 6. It got back up to the front. I told my daughter, now take a drink. She said, I'm not drinking that nasty stuff. I said, exactly. The example that I'm making today is that you're pure at first. But if you let everybody hit it and leave trash in it, if you won't accept it yourself, what do you think your husband going to accept when you meet him? I land my plane there.
That was a bar. I like that.
Yeah, that was That was a whole sermon right there. Pastor BMU. That was good though.
Bless you,
Professor. Professor, what's your thoughts on the topic?
No, I appreciate Media Man for providing the information for us,
Yes, sir.
and Link and everyone else that had said what they said. BMU, thank you for explaining why my condom looked like a pack of Skittles the other day. So I appreciate that as well.
You ain't shit. Oh my God.
but no, what one thing Media Man said was if women sleep with Cam Newton after he said what he said, who's responsible for that? It's the same thing we men say when we talk about PJ Washington and Brittany Renner. He was at fault for that. When it comes to sex, I mean, who's one guy I can think of in particular who purported having sex with a lot of women was Wilt Chamberlain, having sex with over 20,000 women, allegedly, that's what he said, but he had no kids. So you can't have sex and not have kids, based upon his logic. But yeah, I think we do definitely need to have conversations with women, understand that their body is a temple, that their body is sacred, that they need to honor their body. And I had sort of similar to what BMU said. I had a pastor say, as a woman, do you want hamburger or do you want filet mignon? And as many times as you give it up, your body, your situation becomes like a hamburger, where it's just something everybody can have, as opposed to something filet mignon everyone can't afford. So you want to make sure that you're holding yourself accountable. I tell my daughter the same thing. My 20-year-old daughter, I tell her the exact same thing. Like, listen, your body is sacred. You can't be giving it up to everybody, because the more people you give it to, the more trauma you have to deal with, and you don't want to get on that carousel. So as far as men, make sure you're covering up. Make sure you're not making these women mothers. I don't care what she said, whether she's allergic or whatever it is. Saran wrap, aluminum foil, polyurethane, whatever you need to do, Ziploc bag, freezer bag, whatever. Put something on so she don't get pregnant. Your pull-out game ain't that strong. So, and there's a reason why STDs, especially HIV, is on the rise in some of the bigger states, H-Town, A-Town, GHO. Certain places have a lot of have a large rise of HIV, and you don't want to. Not only do you not want to have a kid, you don't want to have HIV. That's a whole different situation. So make sure you're covering up. Make sure you're wrapping up. Make sure you're not going into anything, and you need to have more onus on yourself. If a girl says, "Hey, I don't like condoms," okay, well, I don't like you. Keep it pushing, because take it from somebody who knows. I spent over $200,000 in child support for my 20-year-old daughter from 0 to 18. I could have spent $200,000 on something different. I could have afforded, maybe a snow bunny or two. But I'm just saying, at the end of the day, we definitely have to take responsibility on both sides and bring back shaming when it comes to men and women. So I'll land my plane there. Thank you guys for having me.
Oh, yeah. All right, man, that's what's up. So, for me, what I tell my sons, right? I always talk to my sons because I only got boys. I got 3 boys, but my oldest 2. My oldest is 25. And my middle one is, I don't know, he's 18, about to be 19. And what I tell them is focus on building yourself up as young men and not focus on getting these women pregnant, not focus on making them the center of your world. I believe as fathers, as the men that's on this panel, and even the women, have strong men in your life. Talk to your boys. If you want to see a change with men, get them around men. Get these boys in an active situation with men that care about them, that want to see them be productive, and want them to have the best results. And for the fathers that got sons, talk to them. Let them know the outcomes, just as Professor said. How much money this really costs? Do you want to do this for 18 plus years of your life? So, it's all about open conversation. It's all about keeping it real with our kids. So that way they don't make the mistakes of the women and the men of their past. So with that being said, this was a great show.
Oh,
and I
so
would love...
Kit.
She's back.
And I
thought you said something.
Inside boys,
what I said was
My
skip me
bad,
and
my
come
bad.
back.
Oh, you
And
did say that. My
I
bad,
did.
yo.
It's okay, you know.
No,
I
go,
don't have,
go ahead. My fault. My fault. I love you, kid. My fault.
you know, hang
Go
up
ahead,
on
kid. We want you to land your plane.
I do want to speak on, and this is a real quick land. Like, I know y'all was saying that women say that a lot about condoms or whatever, but just to know that there's a lot of women who do not play that. So I don't know what's being put out on social media right now to make it seem like that's a more prevalent thing, but that's not as prevalent as people would assume. As far as the advice for young women, don't hustle backwards. Um, you know, playing the whole try and buy with these dudes and hoping that your box is good enough to keep them, that's never going to be a thing. You know what I'm saying? Make sure that you're actually getting to know them, because here's the thing. If you're patient, they'll weed themselves out. You know, people don't take the time to actually get to know who they're trying to be laid up with. And that's why you have a lot of relationships that they like, oh, I could never be that person's friend. You weren't their friend in the first place. You liked what you saw and you got what you liked, but you realized that what you thought you liked was attached to a person that didn't do anything more than that thing for you. So not only have you wasted your time, you've added another body to your rap sheet for absolutely no reason other than not doing your due diligence and being patient as far as giving up the box. Because I mean, and this is to tag on what Ash was saying, you don't hump for money, but you don't hump for free. There's a cost somewhere, that whether it's the cost of your body, whether it's the cost of the connection that you have with a person, because that can be more costly than even financials. So again, just make sure that you're not hustling backwards, and make sure that you not only take the time to get to understand the bottom line, but not just letting yourself be just loosey goosey. And that's why I land like that.
I'm with you.
And I'm not answering
Before you go, Medium Man, I just wanted to know: are you going to have a show on why we should vote for Kamala Harris? I know you're going to do that.
No, I ain't touching that one.
No, man, Medium Man, he and I go back, go toe to toe now.
I'm gonna be watching the professor's channel so I can get all the information that I need.
There we go. There we go. Professor.
I just want to clarify: is Media Man getting ready to say what I think he's getting ready to say about the STDs?
It's in regards to the condom usage, right?
Yeah,
Because I don't want to leave this panel thinking that I'm just giving you guys opinions, as a
No,
medical
I didn't say
professional.
we already
No,
know.
not you. I'm talking about just putting it out there.
No.
For further research, if you guys want to know more about this information, all you have to do is go to PubMed Central and type in, does attractiveness influence condom use intentions in women who have sex with men? Right? So I'm gonna tell you something before we leave here, so y'all won't think that I'm sitting there trying to just bash or trying to just put it out there that this doesn't happen. Women in the United States avoid condoms for many reasons, many of the same reasons as men, but not all women dislike condoms. And that goes to Kit's point. Some women say that condoms are uncomfortable, can reduce sensitivity, or ruin the spontaneity of sex. Others think that condoms amplify infidelity. So women, they'll say that, hey, if you asking me to use a condom with you, that means you must have been doing something with somebody else. That's something that's actually cited in multiple studies. So it's not just men saying that, from our anecdotal experiences. All this stuff has to get cultivated through proper channels so you can do the research and the statistics as to why we need prevention. Y'all can hear me?
Oh yeah.
So just don't take my word for it. Again, like I said, it's not me. Go read go to the NCBI and type in, does attractiveness influence condom usage amongst women who have sex with men? Don't listen to me.
I can absolutely see where that could absolutely be a thing. I wouldn't. I mean, naivety and dumb. That's not my thing. So I get that and I understand it. Chill. I have nothing else to say to you. That was my mama calling me again. I gotta go see my mama. Chill.
I said, "What's up?"
Text it. Bye, Chill.
I'm gonna be digging.
My mama don't like tragedies. That she ain't
All right, y'all. Yo, listen, we're gonna land this 747 right here. Thank y'all so much for joining the show. Thank y'all so much, everyone in the chat, for being active today. On top of that, thank you everyone for your super chats. Y'all are the real MVPs. This show is growing. We got to make sure y'all are hitting the like button on the way out. Please go subscribe to Media Man. Please subscribe to BMU. Please subscribe to Link, which Intellect Ignited. Hold on. Sorry, my wife is at the door. Please subscribe to Intellect Ignited and also the Distinguished Professor. On top of that, Jess Justified. She had to run. She did let me know she had something prior to do. So we appreciate you, Jess, for being on the show. But until next week, y'all, much love. We will see y'all. Please hang out if y'all will at the backstage. We'll see y'all on the next one. Peace.
Thank you.
All right, if I could get it to play.
Damn.
There we go. If it gets too hot, roll the window down. If I fuck things up, just tell me now. We're living in a blinded town, and we're running out of time. Feel like a drug when I'm talking to you. Slow trip, trying to play it cool. Nothing to do, let's drive to the ocean. Get high, lay on the beach. Wet water running down my feet. Make love and repeat. I don't ever want to stay all night to see the sunrise. It's way too soon to be calling me baby, but it feels so right against the moonlight. Deep sea diving at first, don't save me. Is there something I can say?